Testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Is everybody doing okay? Oh my god. Hello, hello, hello. What the hell? Alright. That's a little better. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We're gonna have Arthur on here in a second if I can do the technology aspect correctly. So that's what we're all gonna find out. So let's see. Alright. This is, it's gonna be a process, so nobody knows if it's gonna be correct or incorrect or what have you. Um I simply don't know the best way to do this. Okay. Alright. I think Arthur's not gonna use his camera, so because of that, I'm just gonna hold on. Let me just text him one sec. Alright. Alright, hold on. First, let me pull up this map. I'm very concerned, honestly, about how the technology aspect of this is about to go. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Parvision says Arthur appearance? Yeah, man. He's gonna show us the map. He's gonna show us the map that he created. Hold on. He showed me this earlier. I thought it was crazy. I genuinely think that they should pay him for this. Alright. Let me see. One Piece timeline. Where's the map? One Piece world map. Alright, One Piece world map. Okay. Alright. I think I got the map up. Okay. So technology-wise, let's just be frank. It's just not, this isn't going to go well. Alright? It's just not going to go well, so I think we're just going to have to deal with that reality. And once we accept that that is, the way that it's going to go, I think that everybody's experience will be a lot better. Okay? So it's just not going to go well technology-wise. Let's just start by accepting that. Now let's bring Arthur in. Alright? Let's test this. Okay, so Discord. Here we go. Alright. Hey, Arthur. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Just like okay. Oh, should be better. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I
Alright.
hear you, yeah.
Let me try sharing my screen.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
you know what? I can share this. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see it fine?
Yeah.
Alright. How you doing, man?
All right. Good. Well, we're kind of doing this a bit scuffed, but it's working.
This is good enough. Everybody say hi in the chat to Arthur. Morj has a guest. He has to be on time. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Uh, yeah, everybody say hi to Arthur. So for those of you who don't know what we're doing here, Arthur created, here, and I'll drop the link in chat as well. Arthur created easily the most, like far and away, the most comprehensive One Piece world map you'll ever see. And I genuinely mean ever, because I don't think that I don't imagine that the actual like I don't think Oda is ever gonna, or Shueisha or anyone's ever gonna actually put out something as detailed as this. So I think you already won with the creation of this, man.
And only took like some like 5 years or so. So I'm glad at least people enjoy it.
I mean, I feel like, so what you've done is gone in depth on every island. I don't think that the official is ever going to come out with a breakdown of every island like this. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, how long did this take you? And I kind of want to show people as we go. So
As I said, 5 years.
oh, sorry,
I started
5 years. I
this
thought you
in
said, my bad. I thought you said 5 years till another map comes out. So this took you 5 years from
no
start
no
to
no.
finish? Holy shit.
Yeah, I started this in fall of 2021.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because
So
I kind of started it as just like, oh, I'm just gonna draw like a topographic map, and like I did that like in a couple months, kind of the
yeah.
base map, just the general outline. But then it's like, oh, it's kind of, I want to add more details, and then I kind of wanted to make it interactive, so I got a coder, and it's like, hey, how
Oh
about
my
we
God.
add like more maps and more stuff, and then it just kind of kept on going. But I was like, look, it's gonna be good when it's good, it's gonna release when it's ready, and it took a bit, but I'm happy I was able to complete it.
So where would you say is a good spot to kind of dive in and start showcasing people? Because I'm looking around East Blue right now, but
Yeah,
I
I
know
would
that
say use Blue where the journey
yeah.
started.
So let's take a look at Goa Kingdom.
Yeah,
So
of course.
from what I remember, you can click in. Yeah, so you can click in, and it looks like you piece
Mhm.
together everything, right? Like you piece
Yeah.
together all of the past work that you've done as well. Am I correct?
Basically, I did this sort of like Google Maps where you can, go and click on each individual location. And for each location, there's a pop-up that has a bunch of panels from the color manga, as well as a detailed description that I wrote for every single island by hand, which is probably the longest process of this whole thing.
That's crazy.
This took a bit.
So do you feel like
I think
yeah?
that if you have a very zoomed out setup, you can also just zoom in naturally on the website, and the elements should become bigger as well.
Okay, so let's say I go here and I want to
No,
start
I mean
zooming.
like if you do, for example, like where you were before on
Uh,
East Blue, if you
okay.
do like, for example, like Control Plus on the website or
Okay.
whatnot, like it should make like the central image bigger.
Okay.
So like click on Dawn Island as an example.
Okay, so I clicked on Dawn Island.
Yeah, yeah. I mean you're a bit zoomed in right now, Ryan.
Sorry?
I mean, yeah, that works as well. Like the browser is kind of zoomed in, I mean, but
Yeah. So can I just zoom in like this? Is that right?
yeah. No, I meant for the pop-ups, you can also just like zoom in on the website because every element just sort of scales proportionally anyway. In case,
Ah,
because
okay.
when you click there first, the windows were a bit small, but yeah, like that.
Yeah, shit. Oh man, that's so cool. So then these drawings, how did you kind of put those together?
A lot of them I basically directly redrew from the manga.
Oh my god, dude. You redrew these?
Yeah,
You redrew
obviously
these.
this.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean this obviously like directly tracing over, but some
Yeah.
stuff I directly also just pasted. But
Damn, dude. So the big
uh,
question I have is like, because with the One Piece maps, so if you look at different fan maps, this is obviously the most elaborate ever, but if you look at different fan
mm,
maps, then people have different opinions on where things fall in relation to, like, you had to make some
yeah.
decisions, right? In terms of, I think,
Absolutely. I mean,
mhm,
like, generally, I used Otis sketches for reference, and so the general shape of the world, the red
mhm,
line, the contents and stuff, is fairly accurate. But the only really accurate map we have is the one of the East Blue.
mhm, yeah,
Everywhere else, if we know an island is in the West Blue, then I placed it somewhere where it makes sense in the West Blue.
I see.
But I think in this case, you were like a little bit too zoomed in as well.
Okay.
But probably the best point of reference is to like open like a pop-up and then just
Open up a pop-up.
zoom in and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that means. How do I do that?
I mean, like click on a location that shows like the
Okay.
text or something.
Okay, okay. Let me just zoom out some more.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go, let's say to Skypea.
Yeah.
Why can't I click on a location? Okay, let's
You need to click on the text specifically. That. Yeah.
okay. So I click on Grandland
Yeah.
Parad. Okay, okay, okay. I'm ruining the presentation a little bit here.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. The zoom is just to get like a decent size, but I think like it's a good balance now. But then if you want to actually, yeah. Okay. So okay, wait. See
Oh,
this?
yeah, yeah.
Click on bar T.
Okay.
Try zooming in just a bit.
Into
Yeah. It
this
was
text?
well not. Yeah, not like this. I mean like
Oh,
like
into
with
the
Control
island.
Plus.
Okay, okay, okay. Let's try again. Let's try again. Okay.
It's mostly just to make sure that it's well adjusted for the stream. But
So I click
yeah,
Baratier, or I can click the actual.
yeah, the text. Yeah.
Okay.
I meant more like just to kind of have the text a bit more like the whole thing a bit more center for the stream
Oh,
setup.
okay. I see what you're saying. All right.
Yeah, like that, like that.
Yeah. Okay. I can do that. I can do that part.
No.
So you feel good about this? When did you decide you were done?
I mean, for me, it was basically like it was done when it was done because he's like, I did kind of keep adding more stuff, like more details and more features. But then when those were done, it was mostly okay. Let's finish all the assets. Let's make sure there's no bugs and all that process. That's basically when it wraps up.
Which island was the hardest to do? Like, what's the most elaborate that I could dive into here?
Um, well, probably some of the more complex sub maps.
Kind of want to check out Wano.
So, Wano.
Yeah, because I feel like Wano. Would you agree Wano is the most detailed of the maps that we've gotten in the story, or do you feel like it's a different location?
Maybe not the most detailed of the maps I have here, but definitely one of the most detailed islands geography-wise for sure. So you can definitely spot Wano.
Let me check out Elbaf then, because I think that's one that I personally...
Elbaf is also very detailed, yeah. So when you click in, boom, you get to go to...
Oh my god, wow. This is so sick.
It's got the 3 worlds. At the bottom one, of course, there's the block country, where, obviously Rhodes' whole thing was, which you can see in the map on the right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the castle where the block country is inside of.
Yeah, what the hell? Do you have any thoughts on Heaven World, by the way? I imagine this is empty at the moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it's probably, at this point, it's probably just leaves. That's the boring answer, but...
You don't think that we're going to get anything in Elbaf for the Heaven Realm, necessiterally? It's just
maybe potentially, but, I like to apply Oda's Razor, where the most obvious answer is probably the right one.
What did you call it? Oda's Razor?
Oda's Razor, yeah.
That's funny.
Here, of course, you have all the locations on the Sound World with all the branch routes.
Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that this was the layout. So did you guess at this, or you know that this is kind of how it how they all correlate?
The branch routes, they appear in a panel during Harold's flashback that I referenced. So we see the whole layout of the routes when it was mentioned that he established them.
Interesting.
They're going to try to copy it, drawn by hand as close as it could. And of course, you have every single village here that we see across the arc.
How have you been enjoying Elbaf, by the way? So, wait, actually, 1 second. Wait, before you answer that, this would be really helpful. Where is everybody right now? Because I've lost track a little bit. Where do you know where everybody is?
It's mostly on the let's say southwest. You can even see the writing there, which is BR8, which is the branch 8, which goes from the Walrus School and the Owl Library, which are the Warrior Spring, all the way to the West Village and Norris Castle.
Okay.
Basically most stuff. So now the Mumas, the Dream Demons, are obviously spread all across Elbaf because they attack also the other villages and stuff.
Yeah.
But the main action is all concentrated between the West Village and the Warrior Spring, which are on the western and southwestern side.
Interesting. So it's all on this big branch right now.
Yeah. You can see the sword on the south for reference as well.
Gotcha.
That helps.
So Loki and Emo are just fighting pretty much wherever.
Yeah.
Luffy's eating right now where again?
At the school.
Okay, Luffy's eating at the school. Okay, and then Zoro versus Sommers and Sanji versus Killingham. You feel like these are the 2 matchups coming up?
So yeah, most likely. I mean, Zoro seems to be heading after Sommers leaving the village, whereas Sanji's heading towards the village to fight Killingham because that's where Zaza is.
How do you feel Elbaf wraps up?
Sorry?
How do you feel Elbaf wraps up with the way things are going right now?
Probably Emo will get timed out. That really seems like the feeling, because like
they just win by time. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's Oda's excuse to have him still be strong. We can defeat him now, but also he's not just gonna kill everyone.
Well, I guess what I mean is do you feel like because they can't defeat Emo permanently here, right? Obviously, but do you feel like it's gonna be kind of Luffy coming in and becomes a team effort between Luffy and Loki? How do you feel the actual fight is going to play out? I'm just wondering if they're going to take turns.
Luffy will definitely join Loki. I just think it might not be quite enough, and that's kind of Oda's way to kind of hype up Emo.
Yeah.
Although Ragnar hard carries.
Dude, Ragnar is... I hate when people bring up Ragnar for power scaling and stuff, because I'm like, I don't know how you rate the squirrel. He's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
How would you rank Elbaf so far as your recent arcs go?
I hate it. I hate One Piece.
Oh, yeah?
Obviously, I love it. Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. I mean, I think that I've always loved the whole series. I don't really rank arcs and sagas that much because I do both enjoy and dislike them pretty equal in general. But I think ever since Egghead, One Piece has felt so much more special to the point that it just feels more fun to read every week.
So we're getting off the big stuff that we've been waiting on for some time, and I think
Mm.
like it's still remarkable to me how he's able to surprise in terms of like
Yeah.
what direction things go, because you would think this late in the series we kind of know who our our final villain and such is, but even that we're
Oda still got
still
it.
pulling stuff. Yeah, his ability to surprise is kind of crazy. Where's
Mm.
Esperia here? Do you have that in the map yet?
Yes.
Oh, you
If you
do?
go to the West Blue,
Oh, I was
the
joking.
southwestern bottom of the South Blue, of the West Blue, sorry, the west bottom corner there, under the Sunken Kingdom, there it
Okay.
is.
Oh, that's awesome.
If
What
you
the
click on
heck?
it,
It's live updating. Damn, you already
yeah,
got all the images from Esperia in here.
yeah.
Known as the country of
The
insane
cool thing
friendship.
about this map is that it can be edited in real time because it's all code.
Hmm.
Uh, Obviously, I mean, I may not update stuff as quickly depending on like the period of time, but like if it's quick enough, this is something that can be very quickly added.
This is interesting. Do you believe the theory that
For quicker
she's?
nav-
Yeah, good.
Mhm. For quicker navigation, you can also press escape to kind of close a window if you want. But yeah,
Okay.
what you're saying?
Yeah. Do you believe the theory that Candle is a holy knight? People were bringing that up last stream, and I
Uh,
thought that's pretty
I
interesting.
I came up with it on my own,
Oh yeah,
and I was surprised that other people also thought about it. But like, I mean, I'm not surprised rather because I feel like
it's the clothing.
there's just kind of it kind of clicks in a lot of ways, and I feel that Candel just kind of gives that vibe in general.
Yeah.
This kind of type of thing is like, yeah, I can see it. It could also be misdirection by Oda. Like, it's a very typical narrative trick. But yeah, you got Dressrosa with each of the city regions. Aurora
I
Plateau is at the
I'm
center.
be honest, I did not
Hmm.
know Dressrosa had different city regions. I
Yeah,
do
you
remember
have
some, like Acacia. Yeah.
Acacia, Sevio, Carta, Balsa, y Primula,
Mm, that's
which are loosely based, some of them, on like Spanish cities, because Sevilla is Sevilla, Balsa is Barcelona, and Carta is Cartagena,
damn.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah. What's your
And there's
favorite
also
island? Do you have one?
in the whole series.
Yeah, whole series.
Oh, that's a tough ask because I think aesthetically, there's just so many cool places, man.
I'm asking
I
because
really like Egghead aesthetically.
Oh yeah,
I also really
Egghead.
like Water Sound aesthetically.
Yeah, Water Seven's probably my. Any Slobby was
Yeah.
for some period of time my favorite,
Hmm.
but I think it was kind of like a little bit of the magic for it went away from me once we understood a bit more about the mechanism of how the doors worked. Because for me, I think a lot of it was any Slobby kind of feels like the end of the world when you get there, right? Because
Yeah.
the waterfall and then the gates that cover the sky, so it's like, oh my god, it feels
Yeah.
very fantastic.
And
And
his
then
lobby is
yeah,
here on the map if you want to check it.
yeah, I think over time when you learn once we got a bit more familiar with the Gates of Justice, I think a little bit of Ennis Lobby's magic
Hmm.
was lost for me, but not really. Like
I
it's
can
still
get that,
one of my
yeah.
top favorites. The waterfall feeling
Hmm.
won't go away. All right, let's see. Oh
You
shoot,
have
all the
a
levels.
breakdown of the
That's
Tower of
crazy.
Justice with all the floors.
You made a
Each of the
you
floors
made
of
a
the tower.
section for each of the floors, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What the hell? All right. This is my favorite chapter in the series when this flag is set on fire.
Yeah. 398.
Yes. Yeah, this is where they. Okay, this is the level that they have the stand.
Yeah.
And then here's where all the fights happen. Okay, oh my god, so you
Yeah.
even have
Exactly.
exactly where Kaku falls
Yeah.
through. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
This is Kaku's room and Khalifa's room. Kaku speaks in a very old-fashioned way in Japanese, so he has a very old man room.
Hmm.
Then he falls down onto Kaku's and Jabber's room.
He's an
which is
old
the
man
garden.
room. Okay, I kind of
Yeah,
see.
you can kind of see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
Interesting.
inspirational.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite rooms, of course, in any lobby, where
Yeah.
a lot of the action happens and a lot of the comedy.
The wolf chamber.
Yeah. Okay, Chopper climbing up. That is
Yeah.
very detailed that you got it all the way into this.
Mhm.
Um. Yeah, third floor.
That's where Sanji fights Jabra.
What happened? Oh, this is where Frankie Fukuro kind of ends up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Chopper and Kumadori as well.
I want to check the courthouse real quick. Because Loki...
Yeah.
Okay, these dudes. Center
Yeah.
Freeway. I was
Yeah.
just reading this chapter with the left
Bass
Baskerville.
and Kerrville.
Yeah. This guy's funny.
Sorry, Bass and Kerrville.
Yeah.
The middle guy's name is And.
Oh, and? Oh, wait. The translation
Yeah.
I read was diff. I think I was reading the Power Manga translation.
No. Okay, so he makes the joke like also his name is Princess or whatever.
Oh,
in the
okay.
manga. But in the viewer cards they say okay on the right is Bass, on the left is Kerrville, and the middle is And. So it's Bass and Kerrville.
That's funny.
It's so goofy.
Yeah, when these guys got cut up, like it revealed that they're three
Yeah.
guys who are just friends. That was
Yeah.
so
We're
much-
we're just besties.
like, dude, you sentenced so many people to to death here,
Yeah.
or to lifelong imprisonment. Here.
You can also go back on the bottom left.
Oh, there's a back
if
button
you
there.
want, there's a- Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of want to see real quick how you've laid out the. Would you feel like the sequence of islands makes the most sense? Because that's always been kind of interesting to
You
me.
mean like going kind of in order of the journey, or?
Yeah, like how did, because I know obviously some islands we can just track based on direction of like
Yeah.
the order which the Strahds hit it. But like did you just kind of make, you mentioned this earlier, you kind of just made a call on, for example, like where would Karakuri Island be or
Karakuri
something
Island
like
be.
that?
Yeah,
just
because I mean, like that
yeah.
we know it's in Paradise, so I put
Yeah.
in Paradise, but then and there's even some locations that we know like they're somewhere. And
Yeah.
that's it, right? We don't even know the ocean, and like those I had to put indicated gas, but you can technically toggle those with a feature if you really need it, because I know people would get picky about it. If you want, we can check the journey of the Straw Hats. There's actually a function for that.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
You are kind of zoomed in, I think, because there should be like an icon on the left of the screen, but
Let
think
me just
that's-
refresh the whole thing.
there's a
Is it this icon?
no. There's on the whole left. There should be an icon, but I think it's because you're slightly.
Oh my god.
No, it's because the whole page is zoomed in here.
All right. Let me,
Try zooming in on a location and opening like a pop-up.
okay, let's just click LBAF.
Well, not like a submap, but like a normal one, like any of the locations on the side. Like zoom in as much as you can and just open like that, like the
Okay,
Bond
let's try
Kingdom, for
this.
example, yeah. And try like zooming out a bit from here, yeah.
Okay.
There we
cool,
go, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, now we're normal, yeah.
All right.
Okay, if you click the icon on the middle, the Eternal Pose, that, yeah, and click
Oh,
the Straw
shit.
Hat route,
Whoa! What the hell?
yeah.
That is sick. Okay, so now
Yeah,
just go back to
that's
previous.
good. Then collapse the bar with the arrow, the
Alright.
sidebar.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just go to the East Blue now.
Okay. Oh
you can just zoom
shit!
out and-
That is
yeah.
awesome. What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's start over.
you can
Let's
follow
start
it
over.
a lot more naturally.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yep.
Wow. I'm curious what the other log post options you had up were. I'll take a look at those in a second.
I'll show you later.
Yeah. Okay.
I also added the timeline dates and stuff to kind of give a good idea as well. Each of the icons. So obviously the journey starts in February of 1539.
Wait, you said February?
Yeah,
How do you know that?
because we have the timeline dates from the viewer cards.
Oh shoot. That's awesome. I did not even know that. Okay.
And Oda also even gave official years from the from one of the recent SBSs, so we have that as a hard reference as well.
I did not know that Oda had ever officially said like how long was the pre-time skip length of their journey in months?
3 months.
That's 3
That's the
months?
thing everyone kind of makes fun
my
of.
God.
Yeah,
That's
everyone
still-
kind of makes fun of it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and the Summit War is like 1 month, so Straw Hats are only together for like 2.
Okay. I like how
Yeah.
they made friends over the course of the next 2 years on these new islands that they were
Yeah.
on, but they're like, you guys don't matter as much to me as my 2-month long
Yeah.
friends. That's funny. Goat
Island.
Yeah, Shellstown.
Or that's because all of this there. Shellstone's on Yotsuba Island, which is like the biggest island in East Blue.
Where?
Charlestown is, if you look there, is in
Really?
Yotsuba Island. If you go slightly more up, you can see it there. That's the biggest island in the East Blue.
That's so random. All
Hmm.
right, Axan Morgan really had it had it
Yeah.
made over there.
East Blue is probably the most detailed map we have from Oda because we do actually
Yeah,
have his own map in sketches.
makes
Because
sense.
that's the same they also used in like the live action, even they stylized a bit and stuff like that. If you zoom out a bit and you click on East Blue,
Zoom out.
well,
Let me zoom
okay,
in
zoom
one
in a bit
more.
more, but
Okay.
go to the top, go towards
Yeah.
the top, and click on the East Blue there. Yeah, you have there the map
Ah.
that Oda made. I translated.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So this section is pretty much guaranteed. We essentially know the way that all
Yeah.
this pans out.
The
Okay.
only thing is like a couple of the random kingdoms that we know are in the East Blue, like the Frost Kingdom or the Longboot Kingdom, but I kind of put those as well in indicated locations.
Just wherever it felt right.
Yeah. Longboot Kingdom is the one that has Nyornyo Nyarmani, the goat.
Who?
Nyornyo Nyarmani. Okay, so do you see where the Nami is?
Yeah.
Well, Gaimon. Well, Gaimon actually.
Oh,
Nami
Gaimon.
and
Yeah.
Gaimon. If you go slightly above them, above the Organ Archipelago, you can see there the Nagagutsu Kingdom.
Okay.
If you click on that, it's one of the kingdoms that appears in the Levely. And in this kingdom also, there's the fashion brand Nyornyo Nyarmani, which is the fashion brand that makes the outfits of the Gorosei.
What?
That's the most
What?
random. Yeah. Whose slogan, by the way, is the being naked is the best kind of fashion.
All right. That's not a good way to sell clothes, but that's funny. All right.
Yeah. That's like, yeah. Also, like there's random stuff. Like if you go to like close to Yotsuba where we were before,
Yeah.
there's the to the left of Yotsuba, there's the Satsuruzo Kingdom,
Okay.
which is where Kobe's from. Yeah, that one, Satsuruzo. And it's the Let's Go Fishing Kingdom. Fun fact:
Oh,
it is said Kobe's dad is the world rope skipping champion.
What?
Yeah, it's just from a random SPS.
What the fuck? Oh
It's
my.
like a random kind of thing, so that just adds to the world. I even added places like Pants Hazard, just for the sake of it.
Pants Hazard? Is that a real island?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one right under Karakuri, where you were before. You actually can see there in the bottom right.
Hmm.
Right where you're at right now, on the bottom right, there's no, you were there before.
Like here?
In the Grand Line in Paradise,
Oh,
right
in
where
the
you
Grand
were
Line. Okay.
right before. Yeah. Bottom right of your screen.
Oh,
There it is,
Pants,
Pants
oh,
Hazard.
Pants Hazard.
Yeah.
I.
Yeah.
When was this mentioned?
Yeah, this is
Oh, cool.
Vegapunk's cousin,
All
Vega
right.
Pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love seeing this. Okay, so it's estimated that it's a really long time from Drum Kingdom to Alabasta,
Yes.
relatively speaking.
Yeah, it takes them like a good week plus, actually,
Okay.
just to make the journey.
Okay, so you went by the sailing length, and then this was obviously a short trip.
Yeah.
Go up to Skypiea, back down. Oh, this is so cool just to see it all visualized against. Oh, Yano
Yeah.
Country. Is Yano Country not
Yeah.
not in the New World? I didn't realize that.
We don't know. We don't know where it is.
Hmm.
We don't know the location. So if you click on it, you can see it says literally under it unknown location. So they're all classified specifically, and there's also a function to remove those if, like I said, you were so peeved about it.
Oh, if you just don't want the, and I saw that function over here,
Yeah.
right? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Turn off
exactly. If you click turn off unknown locations, and then boop, it goes away.
goodbye,
And you
Yano
click it
Country.
again, and it
Yeah.
reappears.
Nice. Okay, including the bridges. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, the bridges was just one of the things where, like, look, we know To Kill a Wolf is in East Blue, we don't know about the rest, so I kind of put them in each of the four blues, kind of almost branching off of Marijoa, could have made the most sense, but,
Yeah.
that's the best we could kind of do.
Thriller Bark. I think it's very funny that we went forward. And this is one of the rare times that we go forward and back
Yeah.
over the course of an arc, so they skipped ahead a little bit.
Yeah, also with the Summit War in a sense, I guess.
True. Yeah.
Oh, a fun one, actually. Try clicking on Shabandi. I know you probably call it Sabaudi or whatever, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright.
Shibandi Archipelago, and here you have every single one of the groves that appeared in the story.
Oh my god. What the hell? I didn't even know we hit all these groves. That's crazy.
Yeah, so just click on one at random if you want.
Alright, let's say what happens in 17.
No, not there, but like the ones
Okay,
in
up
the
here.
top of the
Okay.
images. Yeah. That's the
This is the
amusement park.
important one. Okay.
Yeah.
Amusement park. Wow.
And this is, of course, where they fight with Kuma. And they get
Yeah.
vanished.
Important ones. Oh,
This is where the fake Straw Hats assembled.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, man. we
And
should
all of
do
them,
that.
if you click on Shibandi Archipelago, the big
Mm-hmm.
text, you can see the map from Oda that I use for reference to get all the groves
I
in specific
see.
places.
Yeah, I was wondering about the granularity of this. Is very detailed.
Yeah.
Good to see that he's thought all this through himself, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna take a peek at the New World Journey. I also wanted to
Yeah.
see what is this. So this is
This is all the sub maps that you
ah
can click on, but all listed here for easy access.
interesting. Okay, so every island that's got its own mini world.
Yeah,
Also
it's all the
gets
major
here.
islands we've been to that warrant it,
Interesting.
that basically have enough geography that we need to look into them in more detail.
Interesting, interesting. Which one was the most fun for you to kind of set up? I feel like Whole Cake is a
Yeah.
pretty. Oh, the island itself. Okay, so not Totaland necessarily. Or I guess
Oh,
Totaland
don't worry,
already
there's
you
also
have the
Totaland.
various islands. Yeah.
Totaland. Yeah, here we have every single one of the floors of the Whole Cake Shito as well, with each of
Hmm.
the rooms broken down.
I love that the fire tank pirates get such a large portion of the island for
Yeah.
themselves. It's like, what are you guys doing over there? It's like, nothing. Don't
They
worry
get
about
one
it.
of the
We're not
big
scheming
steaks.
any sort of coup to overthrow your regime.
Whole Cake Island is fun because you have like the text descriptions like, by the way, the large mountain is known as Mount Fruits. There you have Lake Juice, from where Juice River flows down into the city.
Whole Cake Island, low-key, one of the better locations in One Piece to live. Depending how attached you are to your lifespan. Depending.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you don't protest against the government.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Back to the main
there
map.
is Totaland though. If you go on there, yeah, back to the main map. If you zoom in on Totaland, there exactly.
Oh, okay.
Zoom in just a bit more. Zoom in a bit more.
Yeah,
There
you
you
got
go.
all
There's
the
every
islands.
island.
Wow, so they
Did
come
you know there's
through...
100% island
Sorry,
where
what?
Smoothie rolls from? 100% island,
Where's
which is
that?
the island of Smoothies. Top right-ish area, like north. There you go. Yeah, that
Why
there.
why is it called this? Look, could she get
There's
100% of the
100%
juice?
juices.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah. There's so many random islands.
Yeah, this is crazy. So from
Yeah, and like I mean,
here-
obviously there's like the big main ones, but there's like a lot of obscure islands you've probably like never even heard about before.
Yeah, you get the Wano, Future Island, Egghead, Sleeping Belt, G14 branch. Where's Hachinosu at?
Not- Hachinosu's under Elbaf.
Ah,
Yeah, there it is.
okay, okay. Yeah, easy. Makes sense. Yukiryu. You know what
Because
happened
we
with
know
Shi-
that
yeah.
Hachinosu's like close enough to Egghead, because Garp
Mhm.
went from like G14 to like Hachinosu like very quickly. So
Yeah, it was a quick
probably
little
like close
trip for him.
enough,
That
yeah.
makes sense. You have any idea what happened
Yeah,
with
but even
Shanks'
ye-
wedding? The wedding that he went to?
we don't know yet. We'll see. I'm kind of curious. You have the Emerald Capital, for example.
You believe that this is a yet to be discovered location in the story?
Who knows? That's
Yeah,
the
yet to be seen.
real romance, isn't it?
Yeah, true. Then we got Lodestar Island.
What's that? We got
Yeah.
Panda Island. Did you see?
Oh, is Panda Island here? Oh, okay, that's funny.
Yeah, that's Panaman's Island. You got Nakroa.
And I
As well,
imagine you
another
didn't
legendary
put in Laugh-Tale anywhere just yet, right? Just to keep
Yeah,
that
the
part
information for Laughdale is at Lodestar.
of it. I see, I see. So then with this, is there any other interesting sort of toggle mechanism you want to point out? Poneglyph locations? That is cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. The Poneglyph locations. So is this all road poneglyphs, or is this including, like, if I go to... Yeah, okay,
All of
Alabastus
them.
got it.
You can click on them. You can click on them.
Oh, and we get the description.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is such a useful, like, I mean, beyond useful tool.
Yeah.
Honestly, they should pay you. That's what I was saying towards the beginning of the screen or stream.
They're
Like
they're gonna they're,
they,
go-
you
they're,
should not be worrying about
they're
a
gonna
cease and
pay
desist.
me.
You should be worried.
They're gonna
Like,
pay me with. They're gonna pay me with copyright strikes at this
yeah,
rate.
that's not right. Like, you think they're gonna make something better than this? Very unlikely. Very unlikely.
Yeah.
Let me catch on
Maybe
supers
they're
real quick.
jealous.
Tiptia Trevisa, thanks to the 2. This looks like a Morj poster that costs greater than $250. You can buy this. You can buy this. So let me direct people
can, yeah.
to the map real quick.
Thank
Hold
you.
on, let me pull up.
We are selling it as a physical cloth map.
Yeah, let's. Okay, here. Let me pull this over real quick. An entire universe at your fingertips. Yeah, this looks beautiful. World map by Archer.
I've obviously held it in my own hands. The cloth is really, really nice. And
Yeah.
the printing is very high detail. There's a big version, a small version. The big one obviously is more expensive, but it is really big. And it has like all the details of all the islands with their text. The smaller version is a bit smaller, but it's a lot more affordable. And it's also easier to kind of hang out with any collection. So
Oh, this is nice.
You know,
There's
whichever
nothing
one
more
you prefer,
exciting in
more
an
specific.
adventure than the realization that there's still. Did you come up with this, or is this a general quote?
no.
Okay, that'd be a
was-
very good
this is-
quote.
Well, yeah. Well, this was the design of the website of the guys who handled this, but
Yeah, this is awesome, man. I'm gonna drop this.
yeah,
link
they did an
here.
amazing job because I originally planned like had the idea of just doing a poster or whatever, but then they kind of brought up the idea of like making it a real map, and it's like, oh, that's
I think for sure this
feels
works
so much more
better.
special.
Yeah.
When you hold in your hands, it's like, oh my god, it's like
Yeah.
a real treasure, man.
Feels very real. All right, I'm gonna replace the previous pin with this so that people can check this out. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, but guys, definitely go check out this page, because this is obviously something that you're not gonna find anywhere else, really. Like Oda himself is not gonna release something like this. We got a couple comments, some supers. Avery, sir, thanks for being a Yon Coach member for 19 months, man. Yo, this is Brim. I changed my name. Also, I'm so geeked. Oh, okay. He's clarifying that he changed his name. Yeah, some support for the map for sure. Everyone shouts in the chat to Archer for making this. Like, even if you get the physical map or not, this is just such a cool tool for the community. I know that I might reference this in videos if I need to
Yeah, of course.
make anything.
For me, more like part of the reason also why I kind of did the physical map and stuff like that is because I wanted the actual digital map to be free, to be like kind of like an open resource for the community. Even though obviously it cost a lot of money to make,
Yeah.
so I'm just kind of hoping to recoup some costs.
Oh, this is, yeah, Sakura Kingdom drama. I was like, what's this place that's all white? Makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, this is really, really cool. Guys, definitely go show some support. Check out Archer's site. Obviously, I'm sure many of you have already used his site in the past just for translations, Viva cards, etc. But definitely check out the digital map that was linked earlier. And yeah, definitely the physical cloth as well. Consider getting that for yourself, because that is really, really special as far as One Piece fan art goes.
The cool thing about the map is that I feel that a lot of people don't really know a lot about like the West Blue, the North Blue, and the South Blue, but there's like already like a lot of locations we kind of know about, so we can like also kind of snooping around those as well if you want. Because here is like where you go into like really unknown places.
Can I ask, so like, because I'm a little hazier on the blues for sure, is there anything you noticed pattern-wise in terms of, does Oda, like, we all know that East Blue is kind of the small town hick vibe as far as One Piece goes. Like, it's the most small potatoes, right? Is there something you noticed pattern-wise in terms of, like, obviously Ohara is in West Blue, God Valley, West Blue. Like, is there a pattern to how it kind of distributes islands to the other blues?
Absolutely. Each of the blues kind of has its own vibe in a sense. Obviously, this blue, like you said, is very rural. It's very kind of calm and temperate. The North Blue is very cold and also very politically unstable. It's gone through a lot of stuff. There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of really bad kingdoms. If you click there, for example, if you go a bit down to the right, you can see the Doyle Kingdom. No, in like the North Blue, yeah, there. The top of the island, the top of this big island, there's Doyle Kingdom there. Yeah, that one. If you click on it, yeah, you can get a good idea for how the North Blue is.
Oh my god.
Because they got Mr. Mustache here.
I feel like the world government goes down. We don't want these guys up next.
Yeah, and funnily, if you read the description, it says, this is from the viewer cards, word by word. Though he may appear quiet and diplomatic at first, it is rumored he secretly harbors grand military ambitions.
Oh no. Chap is likely inspired by Charlie Chaplin's portrayal of it. Oh yeah, and The Great Dictator. That's a good movie.
Yeah, because he's King Chap.
Yeah.
You also had Flavens, which is the only landlocked country we know of in One Piece, which is pretty interesting.
That is really interesting. That's very rare to see.
It was all walled in.
Yeah.
They mentioned the story, like it's all landlocked, and it's the reason why they can't escape, because they have borders with...
it's kind of necessary. It's necessary for the plot of that backstory to work. It makes sense.
Exactly. Interesting. And of course, you also had the Germa here originally. Oars also originated from this ocean.
Oh shit, Oars is from here. That's interesting.
Yeah. And of course, the Don Quixote family established itself in this ocean, in Downs. And a cool thing is if you click on North Blue, for example, at the top.
Oh, am I gonna get a little description
you also
for
get
the whole thing? Wow.
Some of the most important figures who originate from the ocean.
That is really cool.
So that gives you a good idea.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And some of the cultural icons as well. So Sakazuki and Borsalino are both from the North Blue, which is really interesting as well.
So that plays into what you're saying with political unrest. We saw Sakazuki as a child, all tattered up and everything like that. Interesting.
I'm very curious about that.
West Blue.
And moving on, for example, the West Blue is very Wild Westy. There's also the mafiosos. There's all the there's the 5 great families of the West, which we even saw in the latest chapter. They're so active that they even are causing issues in other kingdoms. The Kano country is also like a very important place, of course, because they have a very big military. And also, right under Kano, this is really random, but you have Espachi. This is the place where the salt that Killingham mentioned was from. So I put it somewhere on the map. Because they're like, well, technically...
You just decided it goes here. Yeah, that could make sense.
Yeah. But it's like, this is like one of the most obscure random places gets only mentioned with the salt. You have God Valley, of course. You have Ohara, the Shino Kingdom, Bollywood... the Apple Kingdom
feels like some
the
of
Ringo
the more
Kingdom
lore significant
is
places
the Apple
are
Kingdom.
Here. Sorry, the what?
Ruled by Ringo Kingdom is the Apple Kingdom, ruled by King Nashi, which is King Pear, and is known for its fruit production.
I like that Oda just has individual islands that are tailored to one thing. Like Esperia, that's for music. That's what it's known for.
Yeah,
and that's maybe why Esperia is here. Yeah.
And again, like some of them are so obscure. Like you see there under Esperia, there's the Somewhere Kingdom.
What was this, dude? Somewhere Kingdom is
in the Queen of the Somewhere Kingdom appears in the level but like even just the name is just kind of them taking the piss.
Are you see? I literally did. Queen of 3 sons that she. That's funny. Okay, I don't remember this. That's hilarious. In fact, in the manga, the characters aren't even seen on screen, but only heard, but it was listed on this cheeky anime. Okay. This is as detailed as possible. As detailed as possible, for sure.
That volcano, Mount Mori, this is mentioned on Whole Cake Island like once.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's South Blue like? I'm curious about South Blue.
And South Blue is basically kind of Australia. It's or like South America. It's super humid. It's super like damp, hot, and humid, but also has like a bunch of just weird creatures and animals. Like griffins exist in the South Blue, for example.
Oh yeah? Wait, where's that? Where's that mentioned? That's interesting.
Big Mom mentions it because she captured a griffin from the South Blue and she kept it in her library.
I did not even remember griffins are a race in One Piece. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the thing you wouldn't think about. It's like such a random single mention. We have the animals Griffins exist. The Jewel Eye Sheet is where
Yeah.
Xinjiao kind of
Dude, Griffins
did all
don't
his
even
stuff.
they don't even make the Harley mural of all the races uniting. Like
Yeah.
they really got fucked over in One Piece lore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then they were just relegated to being Shanks'
Yeah.
sword.
This Jewel Ice Sheet plotline is one of the funniest fucking things Oda's come up with.
Yeah.
He's like one
It's also
Shinja's
funny because it's on a continent.
Yeah, like it's like Antarctica or something close to.
Yeah,
It feels
basically.
like
Yeah.
Shinja's so convinced that only he can open this, and then
Yeah.
ruining his head, that then ruins his ability to open this, and yet somehow like
Yeah.
the same skill transfers over to Sai. Wonder if Sai went and picked
It's
up
like
his money.
I think that Don Chinjiao would have a hard time arguing with a power scaler.
Yeah.
Enemy Hawk opened the Jewel Eye Sheet.
Watch him be the only one who can like break Ragnar's ice. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Cameron Kingdom. didn't
Cameron
do this.
Kingdom. Yeah, a lot of them are from the level, of course. Some of the more obscure ones. Kutsuku is where Kid is from.
Oh shit. You think Kid's done? What's your feeling that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
So, I mean, here you can get a feeling. I mean, there's like Kuzan, there's Kid.
Yeah.
Sengoku is from the ocean, you know. There's Kuma. Foxy, of course, kind of evens things out. There was kind of this discussion I was kind of thinking about. It's like, what ocean has the strongest, like, seed of, like, pirates, right? Or, like, people from it. And it's like, East Blue is, like, very weak, but then he has, like, Luffy, Roger, Sabo, you know, like, Rayleigh,
Yeah.
Garp.
It's really interesting
Orby.
how that works. How like I think it's just one of those quirks that Oda enjoys. Like some of the strongest characters coming from the weakest ocean.
Yeah.
It's very
But then in
interesting.
West Blue, you have like Shanks, you have like Jabak, and all of these. In North Blue, you got
True,
like Borsa
yeah.
and Sakazuki,
True, true.
Flamingo. Definitely was born obviously in the Holy Land, but he grew up in the North Blue.
Yeah, I think Oda spread the love pretty well as far as
Yeah.
things go.
One of the cool things is that each of the main members of Shanks' crew are from each of the four oceans.
Oh, so Shanks is
Shanks
west,
is
and
west.
then
Yasop is east, Beckman is north, and then Lakiru is south.
interesting. That is really cool.
Also, Luffy has a member on his crew from each of the oceans, including the Grand Line.
Let me think real quick, because Zoro is from.
Let's-
Wait, Zoro was born later, right? Or was he born in Wano?
Zoro is born.
He was born once.
Zoro is born in Shimotsuki.
Okay. Zoro, Nami's. Okay, so those guys obviously there.
Sub Luffy, yeah.
Yeah. Grand Line obviously you got Chopper, Robin
Yeah.
from West Blue, Sanji from North Blue,
Yeah.
South Blue. Who was fucking South Blue? Hold on, don't tell me, don't tell me. South Blue. Brooke. Is Brooke South Blue? No, Brooke's West Blue, right?
No,
Brooke's West
yeah,
Blue.
of
Yeah.
course, yeah. Brook and
We
Robin
discovered
are
that.
West Blue.
Yeah. Jinbei New World, right?
Yeah, Fishman Island.
Yeah. If you count that as New World, yeah.
Yeah.
South Blue. Who am I missing?
I mean, you
Frankie?
can kind of just count backwards with how many straws there are left.
Yeah,
but-
so Brooke, West Blue, Jinbei we're counting New World, Robin, West Blue, Chopper, Paradise, Frankie, I don't know. I figured Frankie was born in Grand Line. Was Frankie born in the South Blue?
Yeah, Frankie is from the south.
Interesting.
He was born to a Scion, or Queen, in the South Blue, and then they entered the Grand Line.
Interesting. That's cool.
And then just dumped him near Water 7.
Hmm. Is Queen from South Blue? Was that established?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. Yeah. Let me see this real quick. Long Ring, Long Land.
Yeah.
Okay, let me catch a couple supers real quick because people have been waiting.
Yeah,
Diptia,
no worries,
thanks
no
for the
worries.
2. Morj, you have an argument against Ragnar being Pirate King tier. Not a hard argument, just I think it matters very little, so I don't care. I just know Ragnar functions, generally speaking, as a accompanying piece for Loki, so I'd rather just focus on that. Diptia Trevisa, thanks for the additional 2. Gunko was used as tribute for the Celestial Dragons instead of gold. That is a really interesting idea. That's a really interesting idea, but, I mean, from what I can tell, Asperia seems like a very thriving kingdom. You never know, but I don't know if they would have to jump that far to be like, okay, we'll give up our only princess. But that is an interesting idea. Um, Eric, thanks for the 2 man. Hello Mork, explain to the people why this flashback matters. I think this is going to be one where we just got to wait and see. Because I think there's times that, especially recently, that flashbacks start and we don't understand how much context it's going to give us related to the current plotline till we kind of have it played out. I remember when Loki's flashback started, people weren't as excited as once they slowly began to realize it's also the Rock's flashback and
When
generally
Jemik entered was like,
yeah,
"Ooh."
the old generation flashback
Ooh.
and the God Valley flashback. Like if we had known from like the first chapter the flashback started, this was going to be the God Valley flashback, everyone would have just been like, "Oh, this is gold. This is perfect," right? So, I think that it's just one of those you don't know. Like when Kuma's flashback started, we didn't know we were going to see God Valley in it, you know? So same sort of reasoning. I think with Asperia, even if we don't get anything super important right away, I assume that Oda feels like this is really important to give context before we get back to the modern plot. Because I think,
To be
like,
pedantic, God Valley was in the first chapter of Kuma's flashback.
that's true, but, like, let's pretend. Let's
Yeah.
pretend that... I remember that it did
Yeah.
conclude with that, because it starts with showing, you know, the death of the father, and then it concludes with showing Garling and everything like that. But
Yeah, but people tend to jump the gun a lot, I feel.
I think, like, if you just ask somebody before the flashback started, like, hey, next chapter is Kuma's flashback, do you feel like that's exciting? Somebody might have been like, I don't know. But then, you know, as soon as we get into it, it's like, okay, I see why it's important to do this right now. So to me, it's just like, I think Oda, in the last 2 arcs, between Egghead and Elbaf, I think he's been really effective with the placement of his flashbacks, so that it's not cutting too much away from the story, it's just building a foundation so that when we get back, it's more exciting. So he's done that the last 2 flashbacks, so I'm going to trust him on this one, because this is the climax of Elbaf. I imagine he's thought out pretty well how he wants this to go. So this kind of just benefited the doubt based on the last 2 arcs, I would say. Tiptio, thanks for the 2. Does East Blue still feel like a weak C after all? I mean, it's a weak C in terms of, like, the level of the standard citizen.
The
like,
average,
if you count everybody
the
who
average
comes
bounty,
out.
The average bounty in these both like 3 million.
Yeah. If you count people who come out of East Blue, like the full potential that they reach, that's a whole different ballgame. But East Blue itself is objectively really, really weak. I feel like North Blue randomly has like some heavy hitters, but
Historic as well, because you also have like Norland or Ors.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
Back in his prime, Ors was a whole monster of his own.
Yeah, I feel like with what we're learning now, I would not be surprised if like Prime Ors was like a Herald Loki type figure.
Because I imagine like even if the zombies like retain the strength, like as we saw with Ryuma, I'm sure that a lot of the prime strength was lost without the original like spirit of the user. Let's say
not even close. Yeah, I feel like Moria's not so dumb that he legitimately thought that Ors alone would make him Pirate King level, so it's got to be that Ors himself had like such a crazy rep back then that Moria really felt very encouraged by the fact that he had Ors under him. Henchme 987.
Like, historically, keep in mind, historically, people of the world refer to Ors as the devil because he was so scary. It reminded them of the devil of old. So like the people of ancient times were comparing Ors to Emu, right? Put into perspective.
In a
sense,
again,
it's only from the perspective of people that never lived to see Emu, but they probably heard some legends of the devil, and that's why they compared Ors. And it's probably also the reason why Ors carries 3 skulls on his belt, because it's to mimic Emu's design.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, a lot of people talk about the parallels between Thriller Bark and Elbaf. I've seen people graphing out how that's also one of the
specifically
things
called Ors the devil, so I think that's probably why he's had like the symbol of the devil, the 3 skulls, and of course Blackbeard also has them on his flag, which is interesting.
So we need to see where that goes. That's one of the reasons I kind of hope that this will turn into a bit of a team battle, not just with Luffy and Loki against Emu, but
that'd be cool.
Just generals. I want to see
I miss
Strauss
team
involved.
battles in One Piece. I want to see more of them.
Yeah, it just feels very satisfying seeing the crew all work together.
Yeah.
I think especially because like post time skip, one of Oda's favorite things is like we get to an island and then it's just move the crew all into different spots.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of the things I've missed more. You know, like they get to Thriller Bark, and then they get to do the team attack.
A horrible mistake.
Sorry?
need to make up for this. Queen is actually a Grand Line native, but then had Frankie in the South Blue.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
My
Uh,
conscience would not let me let me pass.
Henchme987 just donated and made a funny comment, which is Arthur out here beating Nami to her dream, which is
Yeah, I've received like 10,000 of these comments
yeah,
over the past week, but I
yeah.
get it. It's I foresaw that I was probably gonna get this coming a lot.
That's funny. So what kind of I imagine you've been building this up to your viewers for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I kind of teased it for a bit, but I think I also just didn't really go in much detail because I also kind of wanted that shock effect of people getting into it and being like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, you can click on you can like click on the islands and you get the
Yeah.
thing. That's kind of part of the fun
So the reception's probably been
stuff.
pretty fun once you put it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just grateful to how kind and caring really the reception has been.
I see by
Everyone's
your
been like really love and appreciative.
estimate, this is basically what the bridge lengths are kind of like. It feels realistic.
Yeah.
Just got to cross the
best
Tom belt.
the best I can really do.
Yeah.
Because we know that one of them like Odin saw in the Grand Line, and Odin said it's not to kill a wolf, but I won't say which one it is. So it's like, okay, cool.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Oda said
The
what?
bridge- Oda said that the bridge that Odin saw wasn't to kill a wolf, but he didn't say which one of the other three were.
Man, all right. That's funny. That's just the way he responds to things sometimes.
Oh, these are the islands at the entrance of the New World. We have a bunch of obscure ones like that one. That's the one that Caribou was on.
Which one?
Ida's Darling Island.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's one of my favorite little cover stories.
Yeah,
Apple Knight.
Apple Knight. This is just a stupid pun by Oda because Apple 9, when you read it in Japanese, it reads the same as the word for neighboring country.
Okay, so it's literally
Goku.
just like Dressrosa's neighboring country.
Yeah.
Kind of like a somewhere kingdom.
Ooh, click on Zo. So not a lot of people know this. Zo has 7 different regions, which are Saganda, Uganda, Sahara, Ubara, Sajeru City, and of course Klaus City at the center.
The fuck? I did not know this. This feels a lot like
Yeah.
finding out that Dressrosa had several different regions.
Yeah.
It's like mainland and then the
And
rest.
they're
Interesting.
kind of fun because like some of them obviously are based on real places, but in Japanese they translate as right shoulder, left shoulder, right belly, left belly, and right butt, left butt.
So like cutting up a steak basically, like flank, etc.
Yeah,
That's funny.
exactly. So ushiri means right butt, and that's
Yeah. So we mainly spend our time here. Where's the whale forest?
But we also, we go to Uganda and Saganda because that's where the
Yeah.
whale forest is.
So what is
And then actually, if you
what's
click on Ubara, the
Nekomamushi's
right,
territory? Sorry, go ahead.
Ubara on the right, for example, you might remember this place from the
Yeah, I like the design of this always. Which one's Nekomamushi's territory? Which one's Inuarashi?
Uganda and Saganda.
Is
It's the
Nekomamushi?
bite of bit between the two. Yeah, click either of them. And one of them you have like here a bit talks more about that, and if you click on Saganda, that's where Nekomushi's. It's the whole northern territory basically. It's Nekomushi's area, where the whale tree is because it's sacred to their culture because obviously the poneglyph is there.
This doesn't feel like an even
Sahara's the only
split.
one
If
with
I was
the-
Nekomamushi, I wouldn't be happy with this. I feel like Inuarashi got
Yeah.
the meat of it. You know, I feel like I would like to rule this area rather than this area.
Well,
Me
they both
personally.
technically govern with authority, but yeah.
It's true.
The big difference is that the whole northern area is sacred and only the guardians can enter generally because they are protecting the tree.
I'm sure that's what they told Nekomamushi to get him to accept this part. It's like, you get the sacred whale. I'm stuck in Cloud City. You get the sacred whale temple. You get to read the poneglyph.
Yeah. Very important duty.
That's crazy though. This is some some islands that I thought I understood the general layout.
Yeah,
I
okay,
had
you're
no
there, the
idea
goldfish-
Dressrosa had that.
Goldfish Empire.
Where's
right
that?
there, to the left. Goldfish Empire, right there. right under
Goldfish
the
Empire.
cyclone there.
Oh, this.
Yeah. This is from a
Oh,
cover
this is
story. It's
the
an empire
Hachi
of
cover
fishes.
story. Ah.
Yeah. there's a whole fish empire under the Grand Line, and that's like
That's
so funny
crazy.
to me.
Yeah.
They're not fishmen; they're just sentient
Yeah,
fish.
they're just actually just fish.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh, and they got a ruler and everything. Wow.
Yeah. They got this a Ferris wheel in the capital, and
It's a
the goldfish
non-government,
things.
independent underwater empire on the seafloor ruled over by fish.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not part of the government. Who
Yeah.
the fuck even knows this thing exists?
Dude, shouts for the descriptions. The descriptions are all very polished, it feels like.
Yeah, that was the 91 Island. That's the poop island.
Oh, an island not far off from
Wow.
Alabasta. I wonder if this goldfish ever makes a trip down to that goldfish empire.
Yeah, maybe that's their god.
Yeah, it's funny.
Click on Alabasta if you want. There's a couple cool things there
Yeah,
as well.
Alabasta's
There's
one of my favorite
Alabasta,
kingdoms.
of course, has all the towns from Alabasta, but also all the neighborhoods of Alubarna, which are the 4 blocks.
Ah, oh yeah, I remember this from the actual.
Yeah. If you look at the
manga.
top right side of the map, there's the zoom in on Alubarna,
Oh, okay,
and
right
there's
here.
the blocks. Yeah.
North Block. Ah, so this is where the poneglyph stuff is, and the clock
Yeah,
tower. This
the
is an
tomb is
important
in the
area.
northwest, then the center is the clock tower,
Hmm.
and of course the palace is at the top, and also Zor fights Mr. 1 there, and that means
Yeah.
Finger in the south,
This is where
Sanji fights
they-
against Mr. 2.
Yeah, this is where they approached from, essentially, right? Then
They approach from the west, but then they scatter and they enter from each of the different entrances with all the
okay.
special ducks. And on the east is where Usopp and Chopper fight.
nice.
Miss Doublefinger and Miss
Yeah.
Mr. 4. And Lasso.
Interesting. West Block. Okay, so West Block is the entry. I see. So that's how to split this
Yeah,
up.
because Rain Dinners is to the west, right? And
Yeah,
came
so
from
they come
there.
over and then they come through here.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is great. Rain Base is one of my favorite locations in One Piece.
Yeah. It's very Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I went to the real life Hotel Luxor and stayed there just because it was like, well, it's the One Piece place.
Oh yeah. That's what it's based
Yeah.
off of.
Yeah, I mean it's the big it's the big casino in the middle
Mm.
of the desert with like the copy pyramid.
Tio Trevisa, thanks for 2. I'm gonna wish we got arcs in the different blues. I feel like it's inherently structured so that we're being funneled into the most interesting area. You know, like the other blues are.
Yeah.
It's fundamentally, not
I
where
do
the
really
action
enjoy
is gonna
hearing
be.
more about the other blues, like either in flashbacks like this with Kuma's flashback, or Brooks' flashback, or even just in the novels and extra material, because there's just so much you can do with the other blues.
Yeah, I enjoyed for the world building aspect, and then obviously we get some really cool scenes there, like Ohara, God Valley. But
Yeah.
like Oda's set the world up so we're in the most interesting stretch of water. You know.
Exactly.
For 2008, thanks for the 7. The map will probably be used even by Oda Lol. They're asking how involved were you in the live action, Arthur? Were you involved in the live action?
Very, very loosely.
You were.
Mostly just
I did not know that. That's
Very-
so. What?
yeah, but only very, very loosely. I only like made some material that the scriptwriters could use as reference.
That's
But,
awesome.
Oh.
That's really cool. Like, can you
I
elaborate
do
a
want to be
tiny bit?
careful how I
Or
talk about it, but I
Okay.
wasn't as directly hands-on because and also some people are like, oh my god, you like directed an episode. It's like, no,
Yeah.
no. It's like I handle it, but still very happy I had the chance. But yeah, the zoom in on Laboon actually. There's a
Yeah.
cool thing there.
I wonder if that's an avenue to stuff like this reaching, the official, whoever's in charge of this sort of thing. Because like, if you already work with the live action a little bit, it's not like they want to
Yeah, but that's
shut
very
you
different.
down.
I also wasn't. I also obviously for clarification, I was not contractually in the live action. It was more
Okay.
intrinsic, and I'm allowed to say it. I did
won't-
ask for permission and everything, but
Yeah.
I have already talked about it publicly. But I am not
No worries.
contractually
Yeah.
or benefit from that. Not the Twin Caves, but Laboon specifically. Actually, under Laboon, there's One Man Resort. Yeah, and
Oh
there's a map
shit,
there.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, from the
What?
One Piece magazine.
Sorry, what is this section? What am I looking at here?
That's the basically the liquid that there's inside the spermatozoid liquid that there's in whales.
Okay.
Actually, if you look at the arrow that points down, there's a description under that explains it.
Ah,
The yellow coral colored, yeah.
wow. Generates sound
Spermaceti, yeah, that was
waves.
what it's called. Real whales have this. They use it for echolocation.
No, real whales, they've got all of this. It's just, it's impossible to get inside there. What
Yeah.
is this? What's all this stuff doing inside
A
the
lot
water?
of machinery, which is really cool.
Yeah. Oh, you got the length and weight
Yeah.
and everything like that. I really like the angle they went with the live action for Laboon's arc.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot. I
The
low-key
live
like
action was
that
really
better than
great.
the original. Damn, Laboon is one of my bigger surprises with what you did with him in this map.
Mhm.
Logtown.
One of the
Shoot.
fashion capitals of the East Blue. After
Yeah,
Mirable Island, of course.
I with Logtown I always think of the anime first in terms of like, the
Mm.
additional little things that happen there.
Yeah.
I forget that they're not canon. I guess the Daddy Masterson stuff maybe, but you know.
It's interesting it's found on like the Polestar Archipelago because that's kind of like, Lodestar.
It's
It's where
what?
Roger's journey began and ended. The Polestar
Ah,
Archipelago.
yeah.
And then kind of mimics Lodestar.
What is this?
Merville is from Merville is from Strong
Oh,
World.
it's from
It's finally
Strong
canon
World.
through chapter 0.
I see, I
I
see.
don't have non-canon locations, but this one counts because it's chapter 0.
Yeah,
So
true, true.
check Little Bark if you want. That one's fun as well. Of course, I have the the entities around there.
Ah,
And
okay,
you have
okay.
each of the different mansions with all the floors broken down as well.
Hogback's mansion. Yeah. One of two mansions being a set
Um,
of small
yeah,
buildings.
the side on the right of the map. Uh, I mean, sorry, like that. Yeah, if you zoom in slightly, yeah, they're on the right side of those two images.
Yeah.
Zoom in more.
Oh,
There's
oh
the floors.
wow. What? Okay, first floor. Hogback's mansion, first floor. Is this where all the paintings came? Yeah, this is that painting that
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
Wow. Second floor, is this where Ryuma? No, never
No,
mind. This
not
is
yet.
Bath.
This is where Nami is in the
Mhm.
bathroom, or where there's like the Hogback's
Yeah.
room with all the cinder pictures, also where they fight in the gladiator arena. And then the top floor is the one where, of course, there's the laboratory where Zoro fights Ryuma.
This was one of the coolest short battles that Oda's done.
Yeah.
Very fast paced.
It
Mihawk
was
the
cool how, like, Oda. It
Sorry.
ended instantly, and then we go into the flashback for, like, one
Yeah,
chapter.
really cool concept. Mihawk the Goat, thanks for the 5, man. Since Mihawk is confirmed stronger than Pirate King Plus, do you think his feat will be 1v2ing versus Admirals?
I'm sensing some bias
Yeah,
here.
yeah, maybe this guy might be slightly
Yeah.
skewed towards a Mihawk bias here. Do I think his feat will be 1v2ing Admirals? What I will say is that I think in the immediate future, it's very possible we'll see some sort of a clash between Cross Guild and the Marines, just because that's been built up for a little bit. So I think we could see, Mihawk Green Bull or Mihawk Fujitora or something like that. I don't think Mihawk's gonna take them both at the same time, but who knows?
Ooh,
Might
we
be
haven't
underestimating
seen
him.
Water 7 yet, right?
No, let's check it out. Building Island Water 7. Oh, okay, you got everything leading up to it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, and
And
the three islands that it
what-
connects to.
Yeah.
Awesome. What is this?
Even
Oh,
the
this
ship
is
station.
this is where they first see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was such a cool little scene.
A fun thing about Water 7 is that
Hmm.
a lot of people often mistake the names of countries for the names of islands, but it's actually called Shipbuilding Island.
Yeah, so I
This is
saw
a fact
that in the broader.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That's interesting because I
And
do
like
just think
this
that
is
it's
so
Water
weird
7.
because they mentioned Shipbuilding Island like 30 times in the arc. They're very clear about it, and yet I feel like every One Piece fan has collectively forgot about it because I even forgot about it before
Yeah.
researching into the map. I was like, what the hell? There's even a chapter title that's literally just called Shipbuilding Island. I'm like, damn.
Oda's somewhere like slamming
Yeah.
the desk, like, why do they keep calling
Yeah.
it Water 7?
Yeah. But it's like Alabasta Kingdom and Sandy Island, or Skypiea being a country that is formed by several islands.
Wait, 1 second. Is Alabasta not? Is the island of Alabasta not called Alabasta?
No, it's the Sandy Island.
No. Okay, I'm gonna draw a line there. I don't care what the official label of it is. That
You
island is
really think
called
those are
Alabasta.
source?
I'm gonna ignore this. And you know what? I'm walking back Shipbuilding Island too. I'm gonna erase that from my
No,
memory.
no. Yeah, I'm like the kind of guy that because I like to be academically correct. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
it's the Levely.
Oh, I
And
see
people are
what
like,
you're
no,
saying.
it's Reverie.
It is.
Yeah. Or like Chabon the Archipelago.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just know what I'm gonna call it. Dock
Yeah.
1. It's one of the first of 7
Yeah.
docks. Awesome.
It's the main dock, and it's where Galilei headquarters are as well, of course. The central district where the main fountain is, and this is one of my favorite tidbits, is that the fountain is called the Water Glass.
Oh yeah, that's cool. It's very cool.
Mm-mm.
Water 7 Central District. What's Blue Station again? Oh, that's where the
It's the train station,
makes
yeah.
sense. That was a dumb question. Downtown Chisa.
It's just
Chisa.
mentioned once. It's one of the towns that form the municipality.
Interesting. And then Scrap Ship Island. Yeah, this is where
That's-
Tom's
yeah.
workers. Yeah.
Where Tom workers were when they built the sun as well. It's just a breakdown of the sea train in general.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, this is very detailed.
Another one that's similar. It's Amazon Lily is a country found on Nyogashima, which translates to Island of Woman.
Ah, interesting. This is this is revelatory to me. A lot of these islands'
Yeah.
actual names. It's interesting.
Yeah, we tend to kind of mix them up a lot.
Yeah. Women.
Whole lot of text.
Yeah.
I
Rusakaina.
even have
Yeah.
yeah, Ruskaina. Oh, Ruskaina, I feel so stupid about Ruskaina because it took me years to realize, as someone who speaks Japanese, that Ruskaina literally just means anyone there?
Oh,
Just
that's what
means
that
a desert
means.
island.
That's funny.
Yeah. Ruskaina. And it's like there was literally one day I was reading, I was like, wait, oh, that makes sense. That's so stupid.
Oh, let's get the stream likes up to 100 real quick, because the map's looking so good. Also, quick super. Diptio asks, do you guys have guesses of Laugh-Tale's location? Let's hear from you first, Arthur, because I feel like you would have some interesting
I mean,
ideas.
obviously, like, anytime people ask me something, I'm like, look, I don't know. But a fun idea I had for Laugh-Tale was that it was, like, deep under Marijo or something. Like, in the red line or something. I do think there's a lot of logistical things to kind of get through for that, but I still think that Oda can justify that if he wants to.
I still personally feel like I feel like it doesn't have to, but I do feel like the moon is going to come into play in some way. So I've played with the idea I've done theories and stuff in the past. I don't know if the ideas still hold up, but I do feel like it's possible that Laugh-Tale either is now on the moon after having previously been on the sea or something like that. But the thing that's always stuck out to me is that nobody has ever accidentally come across Laugh-Tale in the last 800 years, right? So that's one of the things that makes me feel like it just... You mentioned underneath Marijua.
Yeah.
That's
There's got to
like...
be some trick to get there.
Yeah,
right?
there
Like,
has to
it's
be
not just
something. So I'm
going there.
thinking like...
There was this one comment from Crocus about Laugh-Tale being at the end of the new world, but
Yeah, I
it
feel
was
like
kind of dismissed quickly.
it's something like it's a location like
Mm.
geographically that if you're at a certain time and place, then you go straight up and then you reach a spot on the moon. That's one of the things that I've thought about because I just feel like Oda's teased the moon so much in the story, and then you want to keep upping the sense of adventure. So like Sky Island was such a
Mm.
huge, like fantastical trip, but even in Sky Island, they tease that there's a level beyond that you can go, which is like an even more dreamlike adventure, which is going to the moon. So I always felt like would Oda tap out the most exciting possible location, which is the sky, right away, or is there something more to Laugh Tale that takes us even further beyond? So I'm not saying it has to be on the moon, but in my mind, I'm like that would be the most
Enel
dreamlike and
returns to the
fantastical
One
place for
Piece.
us to end up. So I like the idea. Oh, and the other thing, so minor thing, this is
Mm.
a really small piece of evidence, but to me it means something, which is that so Oda's done a million color spreads, right? Like not a million, but you know what
Yeah.
I mean. All sorts of different locations, contexts, etc. He's interestingly never done the Straw Hats in space in any color spread, which is
He has
really
done for a Shonen
curious.
Jump cover.
Yeah, but for a color spread, he's never done it, which to me
Yeah,
suggests
true.
that that's something that he potentially wants to like save.
Mm.
I think to really debut for the viewers. So I don't know, something there. I think something with the Straw Hats in space is potentially around the
Apologize
corner.
for being pedantic, but that's kind of my job.
Yeah, no, no worries.
Basically,
Uh,
actually,
piece parts. Okay, so this
a
is.
whole lot of tags. Yeah,
I remember
just
you showed
breaking
me.
down the piece parts.
Okay, so I guess I gotta go. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I
Yeah.
wanted to check out Onigashima, and I remember you were showing me
Onigashima
before.
is fun because
It's like its
zooming
own
just a bit
whole
more.
little world, right?
There's all the floors of Kaido's manor, and there's the whole plan of each of the locations.
Yeah.
This one was probably the hardest one because it's so difficult to understand in 2D.
I remember while the battle was going on, at a certain point, I just stopped really
Yeah,
focusing on like who's on which floor. It's just like, okay,
yeah,
some are on the ground floor, some are on the upper floors.
yeah. But there's a lot of detail to Kaido's manor, which is really fun.
Hold on, one second, real quick.
I think this is like a really cool idea that Oda had, but it's just so difficult to represent it in 2D without like a 3D model.
Yeah, there's just so much going on. Which floor did the Sasaki fight happen on? Do you know? Was that floor 4?
It's not in the manor, so actually, if you go to the right of the map, you see an overhead view.
Oh, one sec. Ah,
Yeah, this
okay,
part.
interesting.
And so on the back, you have the back entrance, which leads into Kaido Manor, which is the whole back part. But then the center is the life floor and the front left floor. And on the sides is the left brain tower and the right brain tower. So in the right brain tower, we have Frankie versus Sasaki, and then outside Zoro versus King. On the left brain tower,
That's always the first
there
to
is
get
Sanji
there.
versus Queen. Zoro is the right wing of Luffy,
Yeah.
and Sanji's the left wing, so the right and left is a bit symbolic,
Oh,
which
that's
is
cool.
nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
front
I
left floor
like
is where
that.
Yamato was kind of hiding out, and there's also like the whole scene with Ultinami, and then of course from the back, there's the fight with Kanjuro, and then
got
at
the
the center of the
rooftop.
whole thing, of
Yeah.
course, we have Rooftop, the Legends of Roof Piece.
Yeah. One of the most exciting periods of One Piece for sure.
If you click on Wano as well, right next to Onigashima, it's a really great map as well.
This must have been doing like basically six
Yep,
different
each of the regions. But
individual
if you,
maps.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you zoom in a bit more though
Then
on
the
each
individual
region, there's
regions
also
pop up. Okay.
the towns
Ah,
for
nice,
each of the
nice.
region.
Kibi Odin Castle.
Also, one of my favorites as well, if you zoom in on the flower capital, you have each of the neighborhoods of the flower capital.
I did not know that there were different neighborhoods in the flower capital.
Yeah.
Okay, so I zoom in a little
There's
bit
of course-
further.
yeah. Oh, this is
Or
you can see them.
these
there.
are the-
They are. So
okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Of the Yukaku, which is the red light district.
Ah.
Setsu, which is the prison where, of course,
Yeah.
Oden and Yasui were executed.
Yeah.
And Sakyo, which is the eastern side, which is where Dangerous House was at, which is that big pagoda. Do you remember this in the big shots? The big pagoda, that's actually Dangerous
Yeah.
House.
Ah, interesting.
Because
Interesting.
of us. Also the baths were here. And of course the castle.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, like out of all the obviously all the everybody who stayed in Wano kind of, struggled over the years, right?
Yeah.
I do think it's funny that when they're sharing their war stories
Yeah.
and stuff, Ashura Doji's like, I had to live out there as a thief for so
Yeah.
long. Kawamatsu's like,
And
I
it
was
like,
an
damn,
udon.
right.
Denjiro's like, I was.
Anyway, I had a big fucking pagoda
Yeah.
with my own garden and my own servant.
Yeah.
Also, I owned a brothel.
Yeah. We all suffered.
Yeah.
That's funny. Mogura, yeah.
Each of the
Hakumai.
ports are marked as well. I'm almost certain that like Wano is like the country polar nation that Ors built because it just makes sense. You know, it's this whole puzzle.
Yeah, it feels very right.
Also, there's this common mistranslation that people call Ors the continent polar, but that's just made up. It's the country polar.
Okay, interesting.
Called islands, not entire continents, because if Bro could move the red line, that would be very
Yeah.
different.
Either way, you could chalk it up to a bit of exaggeration, but
That also, well, I'm
the
sure,
idea
but maybe
fits.
actual islands, I could see him moving, maybe.
Yeah. Diptia, thanks for the 2 man. Do you guys have guesses of laugh? Oh no, we covered that. That was just asked.
Yeah. Another cool one, you barely clicked on it very quick before, but Egghead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
You
is it
said
nice?
Egghead was your favorite. Let's get there.
Yeah. Yeah. Fairly simplistic, of course. You have the Fabio
Mhm.
face and the Labo face. A lot of people misspell Fabrio face, but it's Fabio.
Hmm. What does that mean? Does that mean something?
It's taken from Latin, which is basically factory.
Hmm.
Fabrica.
The factory. Okay.
Because the kanji literally also reads as the factory level.
Yeah. The
Of
scrap
course,
yard.
Boy. And then there's the Labo face, in which, if you actually zoom in on the part on the right of the map,
Sorry, go out here.
there's the
Ah.
the
Oh,
Vegapunk
that's
Labo, and I
nice.
have each of the buildings as well with
Ooh.
each of the floors. And this one's pretty cool.
Basement. The entire room makes
Yeah.
up the old devil fruit laboratory where Vegapunk had previously researched about devil fruits.
This
However,
is
the
where Shaka gets
supporters
shot,
of the-
basically.
This is where what?
Shaka gets shot.
Ah. Thing C. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Ah, okay, this is where we got the mother flame.
Yeah.
I was looking around a little bit. Yeah. Wow.
And building A is where most of the main stuff is in.
So some of the specifics that I didn't attribute to a certain room that we can definitely say like, okay,
Yeah.
this happened here. Okay.
Yeah.
Seraphim
They
entrance.
usually like most of them like have like a room like assigned to them because they specifically
Yeah.
say, oh, building A, floor 2.
Man, this is so cool because you're not usually or let's say most readers, such as myself, are not usually
Yeah.
processing every location as you're reading it week
Yeah,
to week.
Oda tries his best to do the small maps, but it's
Yeah.
like can be a lot.
Yeah, so it's hard to keep track of, especially with
Yeah.
the breaks and everything.
Yeah.
So this is really
And
cool
it
to
works
just
perfectly well.
see. Yeah,
it
it's-
works perfectly well as a manga because it's like you don't need to know exactly what floor they are to
Yeah.
get the general vibe. But
it is cool to see
being able
just
to do it is
how
cool.
how
Yeah.
detailed he does think it out. So like even if things seem chaotic, there's like a logic behind where everything is. It's just you need to really sit back to see how he planned it. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Little garden. Is it called Giant Island, not Little Garden? God
Yeah.
damn it, man.
It's called
Okay.
Giant Island Little Garden. That's the full title.
Cactus Island, Whiskey Peak.
Kojinjima Little Garden.
This is kind of breaking my heart in some ways. Okay.
Yeah.
This one actually, so this is actually some really good marketing. Oh, you know
Yeah.
why? It's because the Sakura Kingdom was what it was called at the
Yeah.
end of the arc. That's why.
Yeah. So it's Drum
Okay.
Island, Drum Kingdom, but then they change it to the Sakura Kingdom.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
The only one that actually matches is Dressrosa, being the name of the island, and it's the Dressrosa Kingdom. And it's
Hmm.
like, okay, that's the one where Oda.
There's some
But
logic behind
Dressrosa,
it.
Oda
Yeah.
actually writes it with a space, which is another thing that will probably bother
Okay.
you. It's Dress Space Rosa.
Let me see where Dressrosa is at.
There, yeah.
Yeah, dress space. Because I've seen that at times, but I just like
Yeah.
what
Oda
is the
generally
correct
romanizes like
thing,
that. But it's
what's
just one of
not.
the things where the fans are like,
Mm.
Lamau, you take Oda's your source.
Hmm. Risky red. Oh yeah, yeah. These three.
Oh, actually,
Hmm.
Bunk Hazard as well, if you click on it.
Bunk Hazard's got to be very detailed, I imagine, because it's similar
Yeah,
to
because it
Egghead,
has all
right?
the buildings as well.
It's
Yeah,
Egghead before Egghead.
the
Whoa.
whole buildings. Yeah.
Can I click
Those are
these?
unclickable, but those on the right are clickable.
I see, I see. Yeah, that would be a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. I fucking
I did
remember
it by
when
buildings
we
because
first
the building
entered
doesn't.
Punk Hazard. This map drove me crazy because like it felt like everyone was scattered and I couldn't really keep track of like where all the little
Right,
things
yeah.
were.
These are the abandoned ones, the ones that were destroyed in the
Mm,
explosion. They hide out there with like Brownbeard and the kids.
yeah,
Man, that was so long ago.
yeah, dude, that was crazy.
That was like 2011.
It feels like yesterday I was seeing like Smoker and Law Square
Yeah.
off and getting excited about that. Still low
Yeah,
key,
I was
yeah,
like in middle school, I think.
low key. Still one of the better Devil Fruit focused battles we've had in the story.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Galela.
This is so fucking crazy that this is where
Yeah.
this is like that is
In
fucking
Punk
insane.
Hazard, of all places.
God damn.
Like, I wonder if we just got in Punk Hazard before in the past, and then the facility was built around it or whatever to kind of study them.
Yeah, I think that's very, very likely. I mean, like they've even got on the signs and stuff images of ancient giants, right? Although that,
And dude, I remember
yeah,
back in the day, like in 2011, being like, "What's the point of this? This is never brought up again." And then, of course, it's like, "Oh, Goda."
yeah, yeah. Caesar's lab, storeroom, trash. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the big trash can where Luffy meets
yeah.
Momonosuke. And this is where, yeah, this is where the big scene happens. Yeah.
Email literally just 10 seconds.
Sorry. One more time. Morj pretending he was ever excited about Law. I was excited about the fight. I was very excited about the fight. And I was excited about Law when Law first was introduced, guys. When Law was first introduced, like back into the New World, I was excited about him. It was when I slowly began to realize that, oh, the entire story is basically now going to be about Law for the next, like, 6 years. That's when I
Yeah,
started to sour on him. Sorry, Arthur.
yeah,
I was
I
going on a bit of
remember.
a rant about
I don't
Law.
know where it's
A quick
at.
rant about
Let's
Law
just
to
grab
my
my
viewers.
power plug.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you view as like kind of like a hidden gem here, where there's a lot of layers to it
I
that
mean,
you may not have expected?
there's there's a lot of random ass islands that are kind of fun to go around, but
Yeah.
obviously, it's like I don't know how
Oh,
excited you can be about the Somewhere Kingdom type of locations, but
yeah. Does Hachinosu have like a
there are
little
like a
bit?
couple major locations though that I've still
Hmm.
saved up.
Sorry, there are some major locations.
Yeah, Fishman Island, for example. It's all the way to the right,
Oh, okay, you did it like that. Makes sense.
under Marijoa, of
Yeah.
course. Of course, it has all the
Yeah.
different towns and palace and everything else.
Yeah, I always thought
And
that
are one of
this.
Oda's
You
hmm?
good?
One of Oda's weird romanizations is Noah without an H.
Oh, is that what? Wait,
Yeah,
that's how it's
he
actually
romanized it in
spelled?
Roman. Yeah.
Maybe he didn't want to make it too on the nose. I don't know. I don't know what the logic
Yeah, or
behind
maybe
that
his
is.
English isn't good enough,
Yeah,
honestly.
maybe he did.
One of the two.
Maybe he didn't learn about H's. It's possible. Uh,
Yeah. It is funny. In one of Oda's old map sketches of the world, he has it written as Gland Line.
Oh wait, really? Damn, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Okay. Like the L's and R's I know in Japanese obviously
Yeah,
blur a lot, but
of
I didn't
course.
realize that it goes that far that it was like,
I
I
mean, that's
mean,
just a
yeah.
mistake. Obviously, we know it's the Grand Line. And it's
Yeah.
been romanized many times, but it's just an old sketch. It's just Gland Line, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oda kind of messes a lot with English. It's one of the reasons why we have like the age-old debate of Alabasta and Arabasta.
Is it an age-old
'Cause Oda's
debate? I
romanized
mean, I guess
characters.
it's yeah, if you want to be very accurate, Arabasta, but in my mind, like Alabasta, I think won.
I have it in good faith. Alabasta is the correct spelling,
Okay.
but they are sticking with for now. But yeah,
Kind of want to see what you've got for
and
the
above there's
yeah. What have
yeah
you got for
Marija.
Marisha?
Actually, you see there the Sun Triv,
Yeah.
and also above it there's the Red Desert.
Oh, what? I've never really thought about this area of it.
That's like
Interesting.
the
Oda's got a
top of
sketch
the-
of this. The hell?
Yeah,
Okay. Hmm.
'cause it kind of shows that most of the red line is basically just barren.
Yeah. Just an area nobody lives in. Okay,
And
let's
of
take a
course,
look
if you
at
click
this.
on Marijua, we
Yeah.
got one of the cooler maps as well.
Okay, so if I go here, okay. So the main gate, okay. Phantom room. Okay. Very curious about this still, of course. Now I'm starting to believe it might be Ragnar related, who knows. You got the main gate. Yeah, I remember this. Main gate into the
Yeah.
land of the gods.
Actually, if you go to the top left and click on Marijua, specifically, the Holy on Marijua, yeah.
Ah, okay,
There's
this
a
is
map
perfect.
that
This
overlays,
is
yeah.
perfect. I was hoping for something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say
And
you're invited in, right? Let's say you're invited, like they come for the
So
Reverie
exactly,
leveling.
there's the elevators you see at the bottom where you
Yeah.
access and get back up there,
Mhm.
and then you go all the way through there, and you can access. Basically, you can cross through this big path to go to the new world.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want, you can go to the right to the Celestial Dragon Town.
Mm.
Or the land of the gods, and to the left you go to the Pangaea Castle. There's four entrances to Pangaea Castle in each of the directions, which make it look like the world government logo. I realized, which is a cute detail.
That is really good detail. So like when everybody was meeting, right, in the let's say
Yeah.
Levelly Reverie, right? So it was
Yeah.
in this square, is that right?
No, actually, well, if you go off back to the map, rather. If you go up there towards the top, you can see the no, more like around the middle. There's the yeah.
Social
There's
Plaza.
like the social plaza. Yeah, the social plaza.
Okay.
And it's actually on the top of the castle. It's basically like a
Ah.
terrace.
Oh, so it's on the. Oh, so they all get to go inside, go up,
Yeah.
and then there's a square within this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. A lot of people think that it's like at ground level, but it's actually an
Yeah.
elevated terrace.
No, that's interesting. Goes to show how big the castle is. That's a good touch.
Yeah. Floors, there's the
Thank
empty throne room.
Yeah.
The
Flower
room of
room.
flowers.
Is this kind of estimates as to where they may be in the building? Like not exact
Generally,
levels?
some of them we do actually know where they are, but others it's just a general idea
Hmm.
from what it's kind of indicates in the story. The great conference room where the library
Mm.
takes place. And then, of course, we have the room of authority.
Yeah, that's very interesting that the actual, the main
Yeah.
one being the throne room is not where you would expect.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like they have to do it that way, obviously, to
Yeah.
avoid suspicion. But that's cool.
And if you click on world government on the top right. I did this whole
This is
image,
cool. This is awesome. I love this.
Yeah.
What is this? This is its own separate
Hunts it
thing,
with all
right?
these things, yeah.
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 Oh shoot.
You can also technically open the image in another tab if it makes it easy, but yeah, this also works.
No, I make technology
And
things very
so-
difficult.
Yeah. The anime made the triangle with the Marines. That was like an asset from the anime. I was like, well, let me expand it and add like everything from the world government.
Oh, good shit. Yeah, I like this. Then we got Kong.
Mm.
Who is this guy?
Commander-in-Chief.
Who is? I don't
And say,
believe this
remember him? That's the guy who investigated what happened at the Levelly. He appeared at the end of Wano talking with Sakazuki.
Do not remember this
Kudo
dude, but that's good to know that they got a Bureau of Investigation. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Got the Warlords of the Sea.
There was a whole bunch of agenda with this guy back then. Oh, there's also all the Shichibukai with the dates in which they joined and left.
Oh, nice. That's excellent. That's perfect.
That gives you a good idea, actually, of how long they've been Shichibukai.
Baskerville made it. Marine Court. Oh, Hannibal. Cooking department, medical department, photography, comms.
The young cooks, remember?
Yeah. The young I forgot about that. The 4 cooks.
Yeah.
I would love to see them versus Sanji or something like that.
Yeah.
As the story's gone on, I feel like, do we really only have these many in these ranks? I guess we've seen a lot of our characters get promoted over time.
These are the important ones.
Okay.
We know way more Marines. These are like the important ones, yeah.
The ones worth including here.
This was a graphic by the anime, so the triangle specifically, and I didn't want to like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Edit too much, but
yeah.
And of course, the cipher pole on the side.
Yep.
And then the nobles at the top.
Yeah. Everybody got rehired, promoted. It was very nice. Oh yeah, these dudes, the Marisha, random fodder guards.
Yeah.
So let's go Dragon Slavers.
Little fodder.
Yeah. It must really suck being in a world like this, where it's like the moment you're given a role like this and like dressed up in this fodder armor, you just know that you essentially are just fodder for some superpowered characters to beat up later.
When Oda doesn't even give you an actual design.
Yeah, it's just like, here, I don't even want to show your face. You just put this cone on.
I remember when the God Knights were first mentioned, I was like, wait, is it like these random guards? It's like, no, they're actually like...
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, Oda may have reused some design choices for some of these God's Knights. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, as someone who has tried drawing Shamrock, his design is actually way more complex than it may seem.
Yeah.
His whole outfit is a nightmare to draw.
Yeah, dude, it's very elaborate.
I literally made a tweet about this earlier today, but it's like the designs in Elbaf aren't just like cool, but it's like as someone that tries to draw them as well, they are very complicated. And redrawing each design every panel, like people don't understand how hard that is.
This is why we get so many breaks.
Oda realized he fucked up. Nightmare. I'm like, how is Oda redrawing Emo every panel, dude? He has like a whole twister board on his chest.
Yeah. Tia, thanks for the 2. Laughtail is probably on quote unquote Sunrise Island or something like that. You Dawn Island.
I saw the super chat.
Shit. Gotta switch cameras. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. Wait, you know what? Let me just remove this for 1 second. Gotta switch cameras.
All good?
No, the main camera died. Forget there's always a battery thing.
Well.
Here, I'm gonna swap in. Swap in a functional one. Okay.
Oh, mine is working just fine.
All right. This is the new way it'll look. Just almost seamless, but slightly noticeable. All right, continue on. We got the Knights of God, World Government.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, did you cut from the call too?
I cannot hear you, just for reference.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
To fix that up.
Oh my god. Hold on. Testing. Okay, so you guys can hear me probably. Let me message Archer. Testing. Hello. Hello. Testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. What the fuck? Arthur, any chance you can hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, let me end the call and start again. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. The fuck?
It's weird because I'm pretty sure the stream can actually hear me.
Yeah, the stream can
but
hear
I
you.
cannot hear you.
I can hear you. I don't think you can hear me. Hold on. Testing, testing. Let me just end this call. Give us a second here, guys. All right. Let me see here. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, good, good. There's always technology issues with streams. It's on my end. It's just the way that I function. So, you know, it's just
like
it's
the
just what it's got to be.
broadcast.
Sorry?
It's like the Vegapunk broadcast.
Yeah, yeah.
There's one more.
Yeah. But then we came back, like the Vegapunk broadcast. So it worked
Just
out.
share screen.
Oh, shoot. Forgot about that part. All right. Hoping you can see this.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We're 100% back. All right. Good stuff. Okay, and we got Sword here. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to look back at this as well at some point just to get a little refresher on world government hierarchy. This is awesome.
Well, you kind of like zoom out and see it all. It's like, damn, they got a lot of people in the government.
Yeah, it's going to be some work taking these guys down.
Yeah. And no wonder no one's toppled them in all these years.
Yeah. Man, yeah, Morj, this is really cool.
Mm.
Very cool.
There's also right under the compass.
Under the compass?
The left. Yeah.
Back to the main map.
The north.
okay.
No, I meant that in Marija.
Sorry, what am I doing?
On the left side of Marija. No, I mean, click on Marija, the submap.
Okay,
Sorry.
click on Morj.
And then on the left side,
Okay.
where there's that compass, northwest, south.
Ah.
You zoom in a bit under there's Shangala as well, which is like above the
Shangala.
God Knights.
Oh, what is this? Shangla?
Shangala is the temple where the God Knights are, which is like just a pun on Shangri-La. But
Where does it say this? That's interesting.
it appears Harold goes there in the flashback, remember, if you see the image?
Ah.
And he talks with Garling there.
Ah. That's cool. Okay, so there's a separate... That makes sense. Why you don't see
The
God's
temple
Knights
is
running
in
around.
the land of gods, it's not in the castle.
Okay, cool. Cool. So then, where was that that initial map? There was that sketch map. Where was that pulled up?
Oh, in Marijois. Click on Marijois.
Alright.
Top left.
Okay, so then this is the sketch map. So then the idea is that basically it's like...
To the right is the whole city of the
And
Celestial Dragons.
then that's...
And then Shangala is
that
somewhere there.
temple is there. Interesting. So Harold was allowed straight up into the land of celestial dragons.
He was basically a celestial dragon.
Yeah.
Essentially, he ascended.
That's crazy. Okay, and we got forest, red desert, and J Castle. But so the castle is really, really huge. Makes sense.
Yeah. The castle is massive. It's based on Château de Chambord, of course, found in France, but the one in One Piece is like way bigger than the real life one. Oh, and also click on Holy Marijois again. If you look under the map sketch that you had there, the entrance, do you see the steps there? They have the statues of the founders of the world government.
Oh, is that what these are?
Yeah, there's
That's what
5 on
these
each
are.
side for each
Interesting.
of the 2 sets of staircase, so there's 20 of them, so it's almost certainly meant to be the 20 founders.
That's very interesting. It's crazy.
One of them has a sword and Mihawk upskill. It's a couple of them with a spear and stuff.
Definitely Mihawk upscale.
I like the kind of ancient robes though. That's like a really
Yeah,
cool touch.
makes sense. Julian Reed, thanks for being a Pirate King tier member for 6 months, man. Marine Bureau of Investigation must suck at their jobs.
Yeah.
How the hell have they not discovered they have a secret evil overlord after 800 years of operation? That's a good question.
I don't know, dude. Looking at the real FBI, it looks very realistic at this point.
That is true. Yeah, that is very true. Julian Reed also followed up. Thanks for the 2 man. Toei saw these designs, referring to the LBAP designs,
Yeah.
and immediately went
Yeah.
seasonal. That's a good point.
When they finally don't have to animate Kite anymore, but now they've got evil. It's
Yeah,
like, ugh.
that's funny. And the general outfits as well. Back to the main map. Sphinx
We're
Island.
still badgering you about the one analysis.
Yeah, that's coming. Don't you worry, guys. That's on its way.
Okay.
That's coming.
Oh. It's gonna take 5 years, just like the map. Don't worry.
I think it's coming up on it. Maybe 2022. I think Wano ended, so it's not that far off. Foot Colony.
Yeah.
Okay, is this where? Okay, so this is where they
Rocks, yeah.
raided.
Yeah, because foot colony is a pun, because futokoroni in Japanese means to pocket all the money.
Mm.
A lot of
A
places
lot of
are
little
just random
things. Yeah, you miss if you don't
puns.
know Japanese.
This is
Yarny.
the Odin flashback, and it also makes a brave cameo during the broadcast with Vegapunk.
Ah,
Just a cute detail.
yeah. Oh, Broccoli
Broccoli
Island. I
Island,
remember
yeah.
that. Yeah, there's so many islands here that are just so easy to forget. What's this one over here? What is this?
This is not clickable because it's not named location, still included. That guy is called Urvan, and he's a giant guarding a treasure for decades that Odin found in his flashback with Whitebeard. He only appears for one panel, but it's
Really? Okay.
yeah.
Don't remember that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Someone was talking about
Cool,
Ryuma
cool,
versus
yes.
that statue guy with the sword from the 20 Kings.
Yeah.
That's funny. Kind of curious about Green Bit. Or I guess I should click on.
Yeah.
Okay, the Tontada Kingdom. I guess we didn't get enough details on necessarily.
Yeah. It's not like a whole sub-map. It's pretty much just this that we kind of see of Tontata.
Hazard. New Marine Ford, Marine Ford HQ. Trying to see if there's any sort of gold mines. Guess I could look at Skypea real quick.
Oh yeah, we didn't do a Skype yet, technically.
Yeah, that's the big one. Oh, that's a good touch. I like a lot of
Yeah.
your choices for the main visual for these. Obviously, a lot of
I
them
kinda
are the
wanted to keep
actual
it
maps. but
different
yeah.
enough, but yeah.
Yeah.
This one gonna make sense to use this one.
Upper Yard.
Yeah. So obviously Skypea is a country that is formed by different islands such as Upper Yard or Angel Island and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Island is now gone.
Yeah. This was always one of my biggest things with Skypea. While I enjoy the Skypea arc overall, and it's got like a ton of lore bits and everything, I still feel like it's wild that like we did this huge adventure, went up all the way to the sky, you're in the clouds, like on Cloud Islands and everything, but then 95% of the arc takes place in a forest.
Yeah.
Which is
True. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's like wasted potential because like how we probably would get bored of seeing clouds after some point, but
Yeah.
it's interesting that I think of it forest first.
Shandora.
Yeah, there's still clouds throughout it though. It's a mix.
Oh, God Shrine is also where the
Yeah, God's
is,
Shrine is a nice location. Should I zoom in on that?
essentially. Yeah, the well, not it, but like God Shrine is now where the Golden Bell is at.
Oh, it got moved. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they moved it there. Yeah.
Hidden Cloud Village, Naruto.
That's the Shandian village.
Whoa! What's this? Oh, okay. I thought that was a giant.
This was in the map.
Okay.
Yeah, some people theorize like maybe it's a giant whatever, but we don't really know.
Yeah.
You can actually see, you can spot on the map Cricket's house cut in half at the top
Oh,
of the
really?
island. Yeah, do you see
In
it?
this map? This
Yeah,
house?
yeah, because it's at the edge cut in half.
That's
It's a cute
hilarious.
detail.
That's hilarious that they kept that in there. That's funny.
Yeah. There is one more big secret that
Yeah?
I have held off,
Yeah?
kind of sort of as towards the end. If you go to the top left of the map, you click on Blue Star.
Whoa! Holy shit! That is sick! Wow! Space. Outside the planet. Uchu or space refers to the universe that exists outside the world.
Obviously, we don't know much about
Yeah.
what's out there, but we do know some stuff. We have seen the planets on the orrery of Ohara, technically.
Yeah. So I'm curious about, okay, obviously the moon, okay, pole star,
Pole star. Oh.
the star to the north that never moves called the pole star. Okay, so the equivalent of the North Star.
Yeah. I mean, it's also called the pole star for us. It's just a
Yeah.
boring thing. Aliens.
Then we
of
got our
course.
space pirates, yeah.
It's just so random. I love it.
There's no way you put Sniper Island in here.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
I was thinking of where to put it. It's like,
That's
well,
not
like
inside your
outer
heart.
space. It's kind of because it's
Yeah.
almost beyond the astral plane.
That's really funny.
It was literally a last minute addition when
That's
we
a
were going
great-
live with the map. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Great touch.
And of course, there's the Harley.
Yeah, this is a good place
As
to
a
put
part
it.
of the history of the world. Yeah.
Interesting. Curious about the moon.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly what we
Yeah.
see in Al's cover story, which is
Yeah.
the city of Burka.
So is there anything that you've observed, like, Lunarian-wise, that connects to anything in the hieroglyphics? Because it just feels like...
I mean, obviously the name Lunaria, but
Yeah.
the ones we see in the drawings are Mixoscypians, Burkans, Shandians, and originally I kind of thought that it could have been before the Void Century, but knowing that the technology was rediscovered during the Void Century, this could have been during that period of time and whatnot. But it's like that whole like high industrialization that we also kind of see with all the the Burkans and the stuff, because Burka was also very technologically advanced, and the Lunari are basically like genetically enhanced.
Yeah.
Like, in some way or another, has to be some meddling because they are so infamously powerful. And of course, here with Blue Star, there's the map by Oda that I used.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was... Because earlier you showed me the East Blue version of this, but now this
Yeah.
is a more detailed that includes... So a lot of
Exactly.
the things in the other blues... Or not a lot,
Yeah.
but some of the things in the other blues we
At
do
least
have
the
context
topography
for.
generally, which is
Okay.
the important part.
So not necessarily which island is which, but...
Nah, of course,
the
only for
layout.
the East Blue, and that's for
Okay.
only for the locations we've been to.
Interesting.
But at least it gave us the topography
Yeah.
that I could actually only use for a map. And there's the whole argument of like the North Pole and the South Pole that a lot of people have to bring up, but Oda's notes specifically have them on the red lines. It's like I did them as he did on his own map.
Dude, this is really, really cool. This is probably the... Yeah, if you want to support...
You can also support me
on
directly from
Patreon.
that.
Seriously, guys, I think you guys should strongly consider that, because there's nobody else putting out such elaborate fan projects like this that are such a resource to the community. I know a lot of you guys probably use Arthur's translations of the Vivre cards as well, so definitely consider going out to support. Obviously, you guys know about Library of Ohara.
I'll say
but
that this
yeah,
map
man.
cost a lot, so thank you.
Sorry? Yeah. Yeah, man. This was really great, and thanks for taking the time to walk us through it.
Ah,
This
I
was
mean,
awesome. This
Thank
was-
you for
yeah.
giving me the opportunity to just showcase my baby.
Yeah, man. I'm sure you've been having fun. Like, do you stream much, or are you not?
on my own.
as
I
much
do
of a
want to
streamer?
try streaming on my own alone soon. I've done like plenty of streams with other people.
Yeah.
But I kind of just never really got around to it on my own. And it's something that I would like to do like every once in a while. I just don't know if I have the commitment to, do it consistently to really live on it. But streaming you can still do it every once in a while, still make some money, just have some fun, interact with people. But I think I'd do it more than anything just to kind of connect more with my audience.
Yeah, and especially if you've got content like this, it makes it really
Yeah.
good for visuals to people to look through. When you translate new
Mm-hmm.
Vivre cards and such, I'm sure that people would enjoy that. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But,
And like this is
yeah.
this is
Mhm.
my life's passion. I love talking about One Piece geography and giving lessons and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's really fun to just get to talk about here with you. So thank you again.
Yeah. Thanks for coming through, man. You and I will
Mm-hmm.
talk again soon because, we have some
Yeah.
other things that we mentioned that we could
Yeah.
discuss again. But yeah, thanks for coming through on the stream. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably call stream in a little. I'll go a little bit further just to chat real quick, and then I'll
All right.
probably be
Sure.
calling
Sure.
stream.
All right.
But yeah, everybody shouts to Arthur. Go check
Mm-hmm.
out the site. Go check out the map, and then definitely consider getting yourselves one of the cloth versions of the map because that would be really cool to have in your house if you're a One Piece fan for sure.
Thank you, and also thank you to chat. I love you. Mwah.
Yeah. All right. See you, man.
I just hop off the call, right?
Sorry.
Just to
Yeah, it
check
was.
I'm
I
not
didn't know if
actually
you'd
streaming.
left for a second. I was like, where are you?
Nah, okay, sorry.
Okay.
I just want to make
Yeah.
sure I did not like crash the stream again. But
No,
yeah.
all good,
All right,
man.
guys.
Yeah, thanks so much
Thank
for coming
you.
through. Thanks for taking the time. And
All right.
yeah, everybody,
All
you know where to find his
right.
channel, but follow the link for the cloth. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon,
Bye
man.
bye.
See you. Thank you. Yeah, we can. Yeah, shouts in the chat for Archer. That was really cool. Like he showed this to me sometime earlier. Hold on, I'm gonna swap views real quick. Well, I'll just keep it like this. We're gonna call stream in a second here. We're gonna call stream in the next 5-10 minutes because I do want to, go eat food and everything like that. Hold on. Oh shit. You know what? I'll keep the view up. All right. Yeah, shouts to Archer. He's the only person who consistently makes huge projects like these. So definitely go check it out. Go support if you can. And yeah, check the. Does he have a YouTube channel? Oh, you don't know Archer? Yeah, Archer has a YouTube channel. I figured at this point he's more known for the YouTube channel than even the website library of Ohara. But yeah, Archer has a YouTube channel. You can find it very easily. It's just Library of Ohara. Yeah. Billy Buggy, thanks for being a parking tier member for 4 months. Morj off topic, but I think you should read 20th Century Boys. I think you'll enjoy it. I think right now, so like, how to explain this? I know I've heard good things about it. I have heard that people don't like the ending as much. Archer literally tried to translate the poneglyphs. I think that's not possible because I think Oda just draws it as like little hieroglyphics, but that'd be funny. I know that people. Okay, how do I say this? I think right now. Okay, so two things, right? So with 20th Century Boys, I've heard that the ending is a little controversial. I've heard a few different things about the ending. The second thing is, Kingdom is probably the next manga I'm gonna read. I think I can only be following one like quote unquote good series at a time. By good, I mean like series that have like more than just like turn your brain off type series, you know? So right now I'm almost through The Sopranos. I'm unfortunately towards the end of The Sopranos. I'm in the latter half of season 6. I feel like once I finish that, then I'll have mental space. I'll probably want to read something like Kingdom, then maybe 20th Century Boys. So I think that's kind of a more realistic sort of trajectory. The most recent manga I read was Versus. New chapter just came out today, actually. And that's a fun manga, but it's not that long. It's only 34 chapters. Monthly, so they're longer than usual. But it's not that long. And it's more just like a fun series, like One Punch Man-esque. He didn't find an actual language, but the attempt is amazing, literally crazy. Yeah. Green Tornado X says, I used the globe to show my younger sister where she was in the One Piece map and how the red line and grand line works with the 3D visual. Oh, you're saying the plush. Yeah, you just referenced. Yeah, Archer used to sell a plush of the One Piece globe, which is a really cool thing to have a physical 3D version of for sure. I'm tapped out. But yeah, this was fun. This was fun to play around with. I know you guys asked me to look at this last stream, but I was like, well, if Archer wants to come on to showcase it a little bit, I think that'd maybe be a little bit better. read the One Punch Man webcomic. I just feel like there's no point because like it diverges so much from the manga, and then one doesn't really put that much time into the webcomic nowadays. It feels like, so I don't know. So Morj got engaged before he made the Wano analysis. That is, yes, that is true. Morj looked like an old man at the beginning. I don't know what that means. All right. I think in the next 5 minutes we're probably gonna call it, so that then I can eat my dinner and everything. Webcomic better than the manga? Yeah, the webcomic better than the manga. Yeah, it's so like here's the thing. I read the webcomic up through the Garo arc. Um, it's complicated because I think like in terms of just writing, right? Like the webcomic does go better than the manga, but the fights and kind of like the way those play out or the way like hype stuff plays out is a lot better in the manga than the webcomic. And so it's tricky because like One Punch Man ultimately is not a series that I'm looking at for great writing, right? Not that it's not like a fun, engaging story to read in the webcomic, but it's also not like, you know, like the deepest series in the world or anything like that. So it's tricky because like they're both good for different things, but like if I'm going back to reread sections of One Punch Man, I read the manga because ultimately the art, the way the fights are depicted in the manga, that's more of the fun that I get out of One Punch Man. But the story is stronger in the original webcomic for sure. The One Punch Man manga literally rewrites like 5 times every other chapter. Yeah, I think a lot of things for me killed my interest in One Punch Man. One, I think so. Like if we piece it apart, right? The webcomic, which was very well like the webcomic had the strongest version of the story. I think, right? Strongest version of the story. But over time, one stopped updating the webcomic. He almost just doesn't do it almost at all now, from my recollection. Okay, so that's kind of paused. Then the manga, I think the ending to the whole Garo saga was not. It was cool in terms of the way the fights happen and stuff, but at the same time, like mixed feelings. I think, but I was still willing to ride with it. I was like, okay, that was enjoyable. Still, I think there's ways that it was better in the webcomic for sure, but then the fights are better in the manga. So I don't know. There's some things I just the Garo arc, the conclusion of it, the Monster Association arc was great in the manga all the way up to the conclusion where I think it botched some things. And then I think continuing in the manga, then there was this period of time where like for like 3 straight years they would put out chapters and then scrap them, like fully formed complete chapters, scrap them, rewrite them, retcon them. And it happened over and over and over again. And it would get deep. It would get like 15 chapters deep, monthly comics, monthly manga releases, and then they all just get scrapped and then go back over again. And the arc wasn't even that interesting. So that was really frustrating, especially because if you read the webcomic, then you kind of know that the arc that they keep redoing here in the manga is not even an important arc. It's just stalling to move forward in the story. So that was bizarre. So that kind of killed my interest in the like webcomic. My interest kind of died because of just lack of releases, right? The manga, my interest kind of died because didn't love the end of the Monster Association, and then just like the story just completely got scrapped over and over again on a very boring arc, and like I just think the story's not that good right now for the manga. And then the anime, season 2 didn't lose me, but season 3 most certainly did. Like season 3 was genuinely terrible. Like it took an arc. It's fucked because I think season 3 of One Punch Man covers a lot of the coolest fights in the Monster Association arc, and it just ruins them back to back to back to back to back. I think it did like one okay-ish. That's about it. Oh, are you also sick of Tipti? Are you also sick of like God in the One Punch Man story? Because like I feel like in the webcomic, God is referenced I think once or twice in the Monster Association arc, and that makes it interesting. But the manga turned it into like every single thing is related to God. Fucking Monster King Orochi, they kind of scrapped some of his stuff to, or like they made his story tied to him believing that he's it became tied to him misinterpreting the lore around God. Like every single thing became tied to God, and it just became like, I don't think that's a good angle for a series like One Punch Man, because you already know that this God being is gonna be a joke compared to Saitama, right? So like trying to hype him over and over for that far in advance and making it so that like every single villain, every single threat is actually just now becoming an extension of God, I don't think is like the best angle to go with a series like that. I don't know. Yeah, I was hyped until God literally inserted himself into Gaara versus Saitama. Yeah, not everything needs to be tied to this other being. Like, the storylines worked well on their own. Murata's just too much of a perfectionist. Yeah, Murata's a huge One Punch Man fanboy, which is funny because like you can feel it in like his obsessive need to redo things. I mean, I know that One also has input on that, but yeah. We don't talk about JC stuff. I feel like, is the anime going to be redone? Like something has to happen here, right? I just hope that whatever team does Versus, assuming that Versus is done, it's done right. Because Versus, I think, is set to be like one of the coolest. I don't know how they're going to animate Versus, because the action is just. They have to do it like One Punch Man Season 1. Blast showing up was so weird. I think it wasn't good to have Blast show up in his first showing being like kind of struggling with Garo and then Garo going to Saitama. I don't know. Like Blast's first, like if you want to have Saitama show him up, that's totally good. But like at least let him get to do something first and then Saitama. I don't know. It also felt like Blast showing up there wasn't warranted for his own storyline, you know? It just felt like need to show how Garo scales in comparison to Blast or something like that. It was very abrupt storyline wise, right? Like, because the God inclusion in the whole Monster Association arc, I think, was not that needed. And then incorporating Blast in there early, like webcomic, it's still building up to that. So I don't know. Would it be redone from season 2 or 3? I think you can keep season 2 the same. The reason being, season 2, in my opinion, covers as is the most, I don't know, I guess you could say boring section of the series, including webcomic and manga. Not literally boring, but like even in the original work, I found the whole martial arts tournament section to be The setup leading to the Monster Association arc can go like a little slow, you know. Garo himself is not that I think Garo gets more interesting the further you go, but like early on when he's just this hero hunter, he doesn't feel like that exciting every time he's on screen. So I personally feel like you can leave season 2 alone, because even if it's not done great, it's just not that important in the grand scheme of things. Season 3 has like so many of the best, like fucking Zombie Man versus Dracula or whatever, right? I think Flashy Flash's fight was fine, but not good, you know? And you want it to be at least good or great, right? I think Child Emperor, that could have been better. I think all the fights that the hero, like Atomic Samurai, Puri Puri Prisoner, so many of those fights that were done like back to back to back were done poorly. And these are a lot of the coolest fights in the series. Season 4. I can't even. I mean, if it goes to a totally different studio or different, like. Season 4 would have, like, the most high level fights that we've seen in the story, right? So, like, Season 4 will also have some really good battles, but Season 3 had a lot of really juicy ones that got fucked up. I don't know. All right, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Sincerely, go definitely check out, the map and everything like that. I think we got a really good just general fan-made resource here for everybody to use. So, hope you guys enjoyed us getting to walk through that. I know it wasn't the usual stream. Beyond that, I will talk to you guys on Friday's stream. So I'm very curious to see where the rest of this backstory goes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will talk to you.